Hello, everyone, and it gives me immense honor and pleasure to acknowledge the wait you have all endured for the last 68 weeks because you have been eagerly counting down to this very episode. This is indeed episode 69, that episode where merely the numerical representation of this episode evokes that customary juvenile chuckle as you tell yourself the various uncle version of the jokes that go, honey, I'm going to do 69 with the boys. And we have carried on this tradition for a while now. Samir Mohan carefully holding fort for us. But don't let the episode number distract you from the fact that we have another action-packed panel, one that is way better than Geo Cinema's Insiders, which apparently is a copy of Star Sports' Dugout, which in turn was anyway a copy of every cricketing panel ever put together, because what is there to copy in getting a bunch of cricketers together and taping a mic to their collar and letting them say whatever the hell they want? We are here yet again to discuss the West Indian Premier League. And I hope you are not confusing yourself with the bumbling league in the islands of Jamaica and Trinidad, because that is the Caribbean Premier League. Pardon my South Indian accent. I am, of course, talking of the Waste Indian Premier League, which runs every year in April as a complete waste. And as is customary, we religiously discuss every year how this is the worst edition of the Premier League and what a waste of time it is. And yet we diligently watch every game while telling ourselves, I didn't see a single game the waste this time. Though everything from the second highest score in this tournament to the highest chase in the last 5 balls to various other crazy things like Tushar Deshpande having the purple cap have happened in this edition of the Indian Premier League. To discuss these various episodes, we have a pretty strong panel today. Starting with a man who definitely needs credit for being the most patient with this league and watching even games like DC versus SRH with immense patience. He has been the one guy who has been fervently praying for Dhoni to somehow suck when he already colossally does, but admits he is eating humble pie because Dhoni simply does everything in his power to not even show up for more than 9 balls in a game no matter what, thereby simply not giving himself any time to suck enough. The man who needs no introduction because he himself is known for his introductions, Tony Sebastian.
Thank you.
Before Tony tells one thing, Dhoni to be on the super striker of the season needs to be at least 10 balls in one innings. That has not happened. So yeah, stating
the 9 balls is not a random number.
He doesn't qualify for the stat purely by number of balls he's batted, is it?
Yeah, I think it's 20 or 25. There is a ban.
What is a super striker of the year?
Samir Mohan gives every year, but like this is the first year he's been on bits and pieces, so like you haven't heard it before.
Oh. Murali, one question. Was all that suck reference something to do with the episode number?
No, absolutely not.
You realize you're the editor. It's like...
Anyhow, I think we have to
there is a saying in Malayalam which roughly translates to like the patriarch can shit on the stove also. Nitin Sundar is basically using that privilege as the editor to say like, fuck it, I can say whatever I want. Sorry, but you go ahead.
No worries. Our next panelist is a strong Tamil film aficionado, and if you follow cricket and are a Tamilian, you may have seen his stellar takes in pristine Tamil about things like Harshal's Munkad on the Cricinfo's YouTube channel. He's a death over specialist, and by that I mean he has a magical talent of somehow switching on the TV in exactly the death overs to catch the crux of every game. Because who watches every ball of every IPL game anyway? They say there is a therapeutic joy in knitting, and I think they mean this guy. Say hello to our IPL quizmaster, Nitin.
Hey, thank you, Murali. Yes, vanakkam.
Hey, welcome. As Ravi Shastri says, he's a cool customer. Nitin Sundar is basically a death overs customer, or as they say in Tamil, savugraki, right?
Yes, நான் வீட்ல சொல்லிட்டு வந்துட்டேன் இந்த பாட்காஸ்ட்.
Vanakkam, Nitin. Time and again, we come to the same precarious situation. A place midway through the Premier League, when everyone is wondering if this team is yet again going to kiss the dust or magically find a way to sneak through to the playoffs. And with great power comes great responsibility. But in this case, with great mediocrity comes great calculators. And this man is the kind that can be woken up in the middle of the night to ask what RCB's chances of getting qualified are. 14.5623%. Because he is our man of mathematics, the greatest fan of the loser team on earth, RCB. Say hello to Samir Mohan.
Oh God, not expecting that, but because Murali has bestowed the honor of being greatest calculator, I must say that DCR, for all good measure, out of IPL as of today. So yeah.
Please don't do the math just yet. There is enough time for them. Like I told you, Dhoni doesn't give enough time, but RCB gives enough time to show how much they suck. Please watch at the sidelines. We continue.
Is
Go on.
RCB DC plus plus? Is that what you're saying?
Punjab Kings is
content.
RCB light.
Which is like,
I don't think anybody got that, Tony, but I did. Well done.
Yeah. Go, sir. Christopher Nolan. Okay.
That also nobody got.
Late.
We did not know he's going to be on our panel because he's busy building panels and substructures into one of the best products in the journalistic space in India, the Ken. He does not know it, but he commands the silent cult group of the largest army of real cricket fans. No, not the Bharat Army. They are a horrible group of people. But the Ashna fan channel, which is a group of true Ravichandran Ashwin fans that understand that the man never really goes out of form and it's just a switch he can toggle at will and walk his way to any Indian team across T20, ODI and Test formats. Say hello to the real Ash fan in the group, PGK. Say hi.
Thanks a lot, Murali.
Murali, actually, for the listeners who haven't heard it, Murali had a very different intro for PGK, but he basically said "Konjam nalla bol" and like Murali like, promptly changed PGK's intro and like this is what
Nalla bol, konjam nalla bol. All right. Last but not the least, he is our enigma of the group. Someone who I had no information about except the fact that he keeps alarms to ensure he does not miss the first or last ball of any cricket game around the world. One of the rare few who have seen nearly all 240 balls of every single game that has happened so far. There is no minimum in his life. He lives everything kind of max. There are very few who can perfectly recall stats of how many wickets Jiva, Pawan Kalyan and Salman Khan have taken in the last 5 years. Our true CCL aficionado in bits and pieces, Max alias Mayur. Say hello, my friend.
Hello.
This is a great panel, and I think we finally found our way to run through at least the intros.
Yes.
We should now discuss this amazing tournament that we've been watching called the Indian Premier League. But it's very easy to start with the top of the table, but we should start at the bottom of the table. Finally, RCB is not it. We have DC, who have shown how they can be a very horrible team, and today's match is perfect testimony. Talk to us about one or two things that you like about this Delhi Capitals team, please. Run the table, anybody. I think those are the few things that you cannot appreciate about this. What has worked for them? Has Mitchell Marsh worked? Has anything worked for DC?
Marsh worked, right, today?
Prithvi Shaw's travel agent worked. That worked.
Pretty
I'm
much
sorry.
the only thing that has worked for DC are like the recently married people in the team and not to each other before Nitin Sundar asks. Mitchell Marsh and Akshar Patel have been having a good season, but for some reason they held back Akshar Patel today. But yeah, I mean, like I think their season is pretty much over, right? Like David Warner's like torrid time continues, and not much to make of it. But when you have 10 teams, someone's bound to, in the spirit of episode 69, suck balls, which is pretty much what DC have been doing. So yeah, not overly surprised.
Mathematically, they have 6 more games. They have already got 2 wins.
Already front
Ooh.
Fantasy God has spoken. Oh, just for fantasy update, ever since I mentioned like I was top of the fantasy league, I have sucked balls big time and like finished with like the worst possible run. So yeah, I mean, you should trust Max. Max, you're saying like DC can still make it, is it?
Mathematically, I mean, I'm taking Samir's words here.
You
But
need 8 wins. Yeah, 8 wins gets you into playoffs.
8 wins gets you to the
8
playoffs.
wins.
So
Yeah.
they can still.
More, 8 wins with decent net run rate. So yeah, if they
But
win
that's the
6
thing,
out of
right?
6 and win well, they'll make it.
But look
No
at the
chance.
6 people they're playing. But look at the 6 people they're playing. Leave aside the 2 games that you're writing off against RCB. They're playing GT, they're playing CSK twice on the bounce, and they're playing RCB light. So again, 6 out of 6 not possible. Boss.
See, the thing is, it doesn't matter who they are playing because they are last. Whoever they're playing is better than them. It doesn't matter if you are so better than them or little better than them. They're all better than them.
Let me bring in my complete like clueless hat into this. Since we recorded the last episode, DC and SRH have played twice, right? Like on the bounce.
Yeah.
they've
And
got
like
the
DC
bad
have
games
lost
out of the way.
both.
Yeah.
They've
No,
lost
no, no.
both, is it?
No. One each.
Who knows,
One
man?
each.
One
Oh,
each. One
one.
each.
One each. And Nitin Sudhir, for you to like tell us, the last time CSK won the title, they won like 4 or 5 on the bounce to qualify, something like that, right? They were completely out of it, and then they like, didn't they?
I have no
Am I
idea.
imagining this?
27.
No, I know this in 2010. These are the few years of
Not
the IPL. I vividly-
2020.
In 2010, I remember
And
this
the
happening.
Halathilla.
Yes.
This really happened. Okay, so they were in exactly this position. They had 2 wins after some 9 games. And then they had just lost a game. Post-match press conference was happening. The next match was about to start. It was a day match. And Dhoni was the Ravi Shastri or whoever was asking Dhoni, okay, bad game for you guys. What do you think? Dhoni was like, yeah, we built a good team for this year, but no problem. Next year we'll come back strongly. We have to do well to finish this season. So we'll do our best in whatever remaining games are there. We are building towards next season. They went on to win the tournament. This fellow written off his own team. They're not knowing
Yeah,
that
but this
they
was
can-
not
Actually, I
2010.
can't-
This is
can't-
more recent.
Actually, no, I
sure.
can't believe I'm saying this, but Nitin is correct. And the reason I
Yeah.
know this is because Ashwin mentions this in one of his videos.
No, I remember.
I
Uh,
know this. You're right.
Something
You're
for that.
really correct about this.
2010, this is the
He-
Dharamshala year because after that
Correct,
they
correct.
won
He
like some
mentions
6,
it, I
7
remember.
games on the bounce to win the tournament.
Yeah.
We had
There were
written them off.
two. There
Just
were
like
two
he
out
wrote them off against Rajasthan Royals in the game few days back, saying we are playing for run rate, and then suddenly like shit, we can still chase this, and they almost win the match. Like,
No, they were 2 from
Two
7. 2 from 7 midway in that season.
something like that. Yeah. That was 8 teams. 2 from 7.
2 from 7.
Anyway. Yeah.
But
He
imagine
still
the
play
pain.
14
Imagine
games,
the
man.
pain if DC loses the next one. Then they have to travel to 5 irrelevant places. It's so annoying. Like, imagine the hotel, imagine the training, imagine the coach. What will they do? What will they talk in their meeting?
I-
What will
No,
they
but
say?
I want
DC
to-
has practiced doing this. They have done this many times in the past.
Warner's
It's not new
Instagram
enough.
account,
Yeah.
basically.
No, but that was CSK and MI last year, right? They,
Yeah.
Midway to the tournament, both of them were out. They couldn't
That
even
is true.
like they thought they'll have Hyderabad for company, and then Kane
They
said,
pulled
"No,
away.
Macha, I need to go
Correct.
up."
Correct.
So yeah.
CSK still had some drama going with Jadeja, Dhoni. Some drama was at least was entertaining in the room. Here,
That
what
was
is
last
there?
season. Like,
You want drama? Just ask Ponting and Ganguly to come to the toss.
Hey,
Drama
you have
will
Sarfaraz
automatically
Khan. You have Sarfaraz Khan Instagram where he's bowling like Harbhajan and Murali and all. Have you not seen that?
No, I've not seen that.
That is Prithvi Shaw, not
Prithvi
Sarfaraz.
Shaw,
Wow, it's like
Shaw.
All fat
Sarfaraz
people
Khan.
look the same to you, is it?
Max is
Prithvi
following
Shaw, not
Sarfaraz
Sarfaraz
Khan
Khan.
on Instagram. I love this.
Oh, Sarfaraz Khan is the
Follow
shot.
Prithvi Shaw.
Yeah, it is Prithvi Shaw. Right. Sarfaraz Khan is the guy with trying to do the telescope shots.
That's what I'm saying. All fat people are same to you or what? Summa randomly. Fat shaming. Fat is
Okay, one
outtake.
problem statement.
Cancel.
1 second, folks. The Audacity threw the same error and it stopped recording for me.
Oh.
And you're not recording Zoom local. You're
course you're recording Zoom.
recording. Okay, then it's fine.
You mean Zoom
Okay.
Global. Your Audacity not recording is the least of our troubles at the moment. by the way. I must say.
I haven't said anything of note yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
this
no
is
worries.
like for Ganguly. From Ganguly's
DC
perspective,
also
it is
same problem.
same problem. Exactly. It's from Ganguly also. Prithvi Shaw is not playing. That is the least of my worries right now. Kohli has unfollowed me on Instagram. You're talking about Prithvi Shaw.
Forget Kohli unfollowing him. The fact is, he just comes in and says, "This is the second prize." And imagine he's living his own second prize.
Yeah.
So first prize was the bloody presidency. I think it was Nitin or PGK. Someone said this. No?
PCK only.
PGK.
PGK.
only.
PGK doesn't remember this also.
It's like the IPL. Even the IPL podcast, I'm forgetting what happened.
The entire team goes to Ganguly as mentor, kuch to batao. And Ganguly says, Dimag ki batti jalao. Mentor.
Dude, but honestly, on a very serious note, it just shows you what the absence of someone like a Rishabh Pant does to that side. That side is totally off balance, right? Like,
Sir, please.
yeah, honestly,
Don't think.
Like,
forget. I mean, at least with Rishabh Pant, you got one controversy, right? Like you had Praveen Amre running onto the field. That also is not happening. This is going into boring losses or boring wins. And despite this boredom, by the way, hilariously true fact, Warner has the highest number of boundaries in the whole season so far.
Boundary?
Boundary.
The only thing that this reveals is that Warner is cursed. Where Warner goes, that team just like gets destroyed. But actually, another question that I have: who knows? The real reason why DC may be losing is because Shane Watson is not there this time in the
He's
coaching
there,
staff.
no? He's there.
Oh, okay,
He's
that
sitting
theory
very
also
tight.
gone. Okay, see, I don't watch.
Much
I
higher.
saw him on Great Cricketer. What, he's dialing in from Delhi, is it? And just randomly coming on some Aussie podcast.
He's on a Zoom call. It's a Zoom call, by the way.
Yeah, it's
No,
a
now,
6
a.m.
a.m.
Okay,
cricketer
now
video,
we
it's
know
Zoom.
why they're
Wait,
losing also.
Wait a sec. His contract is that he will do Zoom calls from Australia with the Delhi team. This is possible, but I'm just asking.
No, dad.
No,
The
that's
reverse.
not Vicky Arthur, boss. This is he will do Zoom call sitting in Delhi for Great Cricketer.
So
Vicky
he's not
Arthur
with the
said
Delhi
he'll do
team.
the other way around.
He is with the Delhi
He is
team.
with the Delhi
Today also he
team.
was sitting behind
He's
Ricky
doing
Ponting.
Zoom
There.
from India with
Yeah.
Drake. Okay, got
But
it.
6
Okay,
a.m.
yeah.
6 a.m. India time, he'll do Zoom with Great Cricketer guys because it's evening for them.
Whenever you guys are done like spouting this nonsense, let me ask the first quiz question of the day. Before today's matches started,
Hey,
I should say
give nice
yesterday's.
intro to the quiz.
Yesterday's
Our
India.
readers don't know. Our listeners don't know.
No,
We are
no,
going to
I'll do
unleash
that.
a quiz on them. Yeah, go
I'll
for
do
it.
that. I'll do that. But I want to say before today's match started, but before yesterday's match started, because we apped on for like 45 minutes. It's already past midnight in India. Technically, we started recording on the 29th of April before like KKR and GT, DC and SRH started their matches. And like basically the only way to survive the IPL is to ask each other stuff that we won't remember at like any point in time. But as a better listener and clearly like performing better in our own fantasy leagues, I'm trying for ways to kick you guys out, by the way. You know who you are, performing better than all of us. But like probably we'll just go around and ask some fun questions because why not? So Nitin Sundar, before the day's play started today, the guy with the highest strike rate in those rankings, number 10 was Surya Kumar Yadav. Okay. Number 5 is WTC King Ajinkya Rahane. Number 4 is Puran. Okay, I want you to guess number 3, number 2, and number 1 if you can before today's.
What is the cutoff?
Cutoff is nothing. There is no cutoff. Is 60 runs. 60 runs if that helps.
We are talking about this season, right? Okay.
This it's like 2010 season. I
tell. 60 runs. How many runs has Dhoni scored this year?
I thought the same thing. Somewhere MS
Okay.
Dhoni is there
Yeah.
scoring 59 runs at some 250.
Dhoni before today and before probably 4 matches ago also had scored
Dhoni is
61 runs.
So he makes the list.
Just made the cutoff.
Okay, so Dhoni is number 3. That's my guess.
Correct. Well done. Well done. Okay, who was the guess number 2, which probably is like tough, or number 1? Like go for number 1.
Duplessis is there, 1 or 2.
No way.
Half Duplessis.
No,
is
not
there.
even as a
Singh.
top 14.
Hey,
Fuck off.
he's not
Rinku
even
Singh,
the
macha.
highest strike rate in his own
None
team.
of these people.
No, Rinku is
Nobody.
very slow.
What's the statement again?
What made Rinku is slow?
Okay,
5
wait,
balls,
wait.
30 and all.
One second. Let me qualify
run the
this,
ball.
okay? Surya Kumar Yadav's strike rate was 172, 171.76, but 172.
Rahane is
Ajinkya
almost
Rahane is 190. Okay. Puran, who's at 4, is 195. Dhoni is at 197. Okay. Now I want you to guess number 1.
Jitesh Sharma. Jitesh Sharma.
No, please.
Hey, tell us
What
one
is this
thing.
like?
Are the
Serious
top
wise
guys
matches
make? Are they? I mean,
Match-wise.
tell us how many runs they've scored. The top 2 guys. How many runs they've scored? You tell us.
Okay, forget the second guy. Top guy has scored 101 runs, and I'm saying before today, so like that is a big clue.
Trey
Now
Russ.
tell me who it is.
Ooh.
Trailers.
Shardul.
Yeah, Shardul.
Oh,
Shardul, of course.
Today,
Bedek
0
Shardul.
4 balls.
Bedek Shardul Thakur had 198 strike rate, and at number 2
Amazing.
was
So then Dhruv Jurel must be there.
Yeah,
Ah,
Yeah.
Dhruv Jurel will
Well.
be there.
197.
but
One question, I knew it was just a thinly veiled Dhoni joke coming in as a quiz question. From the beginning, I knew somewhere in the
Oh
question
my
answer is MS Dhoni.
Hey, but it's a good one. He gave Dhoni a backhanded compliment.
Arjun Thakur also. So I think that credit
Yeah.
where it's due.
Literally back-handed
Back-
compliment to
correct.
Shardul.
Backsided compliment. Yeah. Okay. So I have a question. I have a few questions. Simple ones only. Okay. What feat have Sachin and Kohli achieved in the IPL, which no other Indian player has achieved?
Right foot.
What?
They've captained
Their son has also played in the no. That's right.
Kohli.
Kohli Kudumbathil searchai.
How do you know? How do you know? For all you know, Kohli's father is Piyush Chawla. How do you know?
Whoa.
That's
Nobody
dark.
expected that.
Lot of it.
Yeah,
I think he's older than Piyush Chawla, by the way. That's the only problem. But yeah, give answer.
Say again, Sachin and Kohli.
What feet have? Oh, this is why you said right foot. Finally, I understood your stupid joke.
Okay.
Hey, some
What
seven-
feet? What feet have
7,000
Sachin and
runs.
Kohli? Hey, Girida, I'll repeat the question for others. You know, buzzer
அதுக்குள்ள
Oh,
calculate
they are
எடுத்துட்டாங்க.
they are both captained in a season. They are both captained in a season where after being stripped of captaincy when they're not captains.
No, that is Dhoni. But no. What feat have Sachin and Kohli achieved in the IPL that no other Indian
Front foot.
He's cracking same joke again. Archama. I will only archify.
Something will make the edit.
I am the Mexican name. I will keep standing up and down. Nobody is joining. I will stand up and down.
But you gotta give us
Hey,
some
seven-
clue.
700 runs in a single season or something like that.
No,
Hey, no man. Tendulkar and all, no chance.
There's a,
They have basically captained the most matches without winning the title or something.
From
Only
the-
100
players-
against teams that don't exist.
No, Tendulkar has not coached that captain that much or not. He retires.
only Indian players to have won the MVP award in the tournament. Though I think the stat might be dated.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Play
only
that.
Indian players to win the MVP award. Though I think the stat might be-
Venkatesh Iyer
it
won
was-
like a couple of years back, boss.
He was Venkatesh Iyer was MVP.
Wait,
Yeah.
Ruturaj
And
didn't win the
Ruturaj
last
wo-
time CSK won.
Ruturaj
He
was
won
MVP.
that
He won the
orange
cap.
cap.
Okay,
No,
you
the-
Man of
okay,
the series,
great.
player of the tournament. Player
Who
of the
was
tournament.
who are the
Venkatesh Iyer.
players of the tournament? Tell us.
You didn't have counter question.
You can't ask a return quiz question, right? You can't quiz
Hey.
the quiz master.
Shane Watson.
Editor Abhishek Chopra, please put editor's note. What is this round like?
Heavily editor. Hey.
Okay, then if you
No,
How
that
Was it last
that is
year? Was
true.
it Hardik Pandya last year?
Harshal Patel was in 2021.
No, I
Last year was Butler.
He wasn't
Butler.
MVP.
No,
You're
no.
confusing caps.
No, I'll tell you. Wait, last year was Josh Butler MVP. 2021 was Harshal Patel, and before that was Jofra Archer.
First
That
of
is
all,
the
you-
It
MVP.
wasn't.
Okay.
It wasn't.
You have to
Harshal
say
Patel
the-
one means I'm going to like disown the IPL.
okay, so if you've got all of this,
Ruturaj
I have
definitely won,
I
dude.
have the third quiz question.
Wait,
Answer.
Resolve the answer. Ra.
Oh, isn't that the answer? You just said the answer. Now the
Yeah, I
buddy
know,
will do a fact
but
check.
we are
is it? Okay,
questioning if
chalo.
the
Okay.
answer is
Okay.
correct. Otherwise, I'll put editor's note. No problem. It might be wrong. Who knows?
Editor's
Nobody
note.
knows.
I was wrong. It's not editor's note. It's narrator. You'll have to
Oh,
come in and
okay.
say.
Also, I
Again.
realized. Also, I realized the FOPA. I think Venkatesh Iyer won the emerging player on the same season.
Venkatesh
that-
emerging.
that-
Harshal was
Harshal was MVP.
Yeah.
Harshal was MVP.
100% not MVP.
Yeah. But it's not Papa, it's Papa.
Because you fuckers can't even like bother to go to Wikipedia. I've got it. And like
Please,
Max is
yeah.
Harshal was MVP. That is why he made it to the
Yeah,
World
yeah,
Cup
you're right.
also.
Yeah.
You're correct, you're correct, you're
2008 Shane Watson, 2009 Gilchrist, 2010 Tendulkar, 11 Gale, 12 Sunil Narayan, 13 again Shane Watson, 14 Maxwell, 15 Russell, 16 Kohli, 17 Stokes, 18 Narayan again, 19 Russell again, 20 Jofra Archer, remember him,
Harshal is
2021
the
Harshal
exception.
Patel, and 2022 Josh Butler. So,
So
Max
Harshal is
is-
the Harshal is the
Your question
well
is
done,
Nitin
semi
Sumar has
right.
been eliminated.
You can say Indian capped player.
Harshal Patel, I missed the
Harshal
answer.
has made the Munkad like
Harshal was capped. Harshal was capped, by the way, before he won the MVP.
Yeah, he had a
So you,
purple
so
shirt.
you cannot do that uncapped cap.
Capped, Indian capped.
So,
Indian
by the
cap.
way-
ಅದು
But he was
ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ
not
வந்துச்சு.
Indian captain, no.
By the way,
Again, when Dhoni joke has come back here.
by the way, in the year that Harshal Patel won the MVP, Ravindra Jadeja took 38 runs of 1 over from him, or 37 or something, right? He
In
hit him for,
Chepauk.
kept hitting him. That fellow kept bowling no balls also. Like, anyway, that just tells you Jadeja.
Not,
what a
it
guy.
was not
Okay.
in Chepauk, by the way. It was in
Okay, on this
Wankhede.
note,
Yeah,
on
but now
this
the Chepauk, you Chepauk solid. You only said Chepauk, now
No,
he's disputing himself. Yeah, and I'm blurring.
21 was in Dubai, guys. That is the only time when Harshal has been relevant, is when the tournament has been in Dubai. Those 2
Max,
years,
yeah.
No,
That
no,
is
wait,
a
wait, wait,
special
wait.
Willow subscription you took. You know everything ins and outs of the
Wait,
Dubai area. You seem to
it
know.
was not in Dubai. It was first initially in Bombay, that 4 stadiums, and then shifted
this
to
is
Dubai.
half and half
Sharjah.
season.
Midway,
Half and half
midway they
season.
shifted.
This
Yes.
is-
Enough season.
Did they have
Halfway.
MVP 1 and MVP 2? Minimum viable product. Minimum viable most valuable player.
As soon as they had MVP, they stopped the tournament and started it again.
Yeah, after the Delhi team got COVID, they shifted the tournament, and that is when
KKR.
on the bounce KKR won because they had like 4 games in Sharjah.
And Varun
Venki,
Chakravarti
Ayyur.
got COVID, by the way.
Okay, on
he-
this
he
note,
was-
on MVP, here is my third quiz question. In the current season of the IPL, there is a MVP leaderboard, which is there on, I'm looking at it on Cricket 4. Who can tell me the top 5 people on the MVP leaderboard?
Can I open it?
No.
Okay, wait.
Take
Rahane.
a guess. Come on.
Faf du Plessis, Rahane.
Faf du Plessis number 1.
Rahane is there.
Clearly, the
Patel.
table makes no sense.
Ravindra
Akshar-
Jadeja.
Ravindra Jadeja number 5, Akshar Patel number 3. Who is 2 and who's
All
4?
my picks are in that bloody league that we are playing. All my picks.
So you should be
Fuckers are-
winning that.
They're
You should
getting
be
fantasy
happy
points.
with
They're
it.
getting cricket 4 points. Good for
Siraj?
nothing.
Siraj is there. Siraj.
Siraj is 2, correct.
Siraj, yeah.
One-
well played.
one left.
So we need number 4 is
Number
missing,
2.
right?
Oh, so we are only
Number
missing
4.
number 4, dude.
One day Tevan.
Yeah.
What a great family.
Who's
Number
one
4,
day
come
Tevan?
on.
Sorry.
One day Tevan
Number-
Conway.
No.
Devon Conway, yeah. Not
Kohli, yeah.
No. Hey, that much at all. Okay.
Hey, he's asking me maybe Ashwin is on the list somehow.
Ashwin.
Ashwin is actually pretty high up on the list, surprisingly.
Oh,
He's never-
17th.
I don't think he's ever
17th.
been this high ever. 17 years. That's somewhere there.
Is this updated after today's match or before that?
You
I
are
mean, I'm
today's
assuming
match.
it's- I'm assuming
It's probably
a-
Mohammad Shami.
Mitchell Marsh.
No, Mohammad Shami.
No,
Wait.
Hardik
This guy, Rinku. No.
nope.
No.
Arshdeep.
Very important person because he is cock blocking someone. Very important.
Oh,
Kyle
KL
Mayers.
Rahul.
KL Rahul or
Not-
Kyle Mayers?
Not
Oh,
Kyle
Kyle
Mayers.
Mayers.
Kyle
Kyle
Mayers.
Mayers.
Kyle
Oh, cock block.
Kyle-
Cock
Cock
block.
block.
Piyush Chawla is at number 6. Yeah, Piyush Chawla is at
Also in
number
my
6.
team
Oh,
now, also
by
in
the
my
way,
team
by
now.
the way, by the way, guess who's at? You were saying no. Who is at 17? Ashwin was at 17. You know who's at 17? Virat Kohli.
Sanju
is at
Samson.
17. Virat Kohli is at 17. You know where Ashwin is?
Also
Ashwin is
in
fucking-
Nitin's team.
No, Ashwin is in fucking 14. He's above Virat Kohli in the
In my team.
MVP
Is in my
rankings.
team.
Srinath, Shripad,
Ashwin
Jyoti
is
are
above
called to
Virat
come on,
Kohli.
please.
This is episode 69. Okay.
I'm telling you, this joke will never die. We'll keep doing this till the end of the episode also.
Yeah.
Some of us tire out, Robert. Yeah.
But
That's
on
what she
another
said.
note, if you're talking about like leaderboards and all, one question I still don't know the answer to this, which is what Max said the other day. How is it that after 7 games, someone has 73 points in Fair Play Award? I cannot solve this mystery. First, I thought it was a joke.
I think
then
you get a
went-
bonus point, right? You get a
They
bonus
get step
point.
marks.
Very, very good.
You get
very
bonus
good
points.
behavior.
Yeah.
They get step marks if they return the ball to the umpire's hands.
If you're
This is
very
not step
polite.
marks.
Handwriting.
No,
This is like the
no, no,
legend
no,
that they
no.
tell you. This is like the legend that they tell you, when you write math exam, they say that if you have option
Good handwriting.
for like 10-mark question, you answer both. And that is how you can get 110 out of 10. 100.
Yeah.
No, but a real world scenario would be something like what happened in yesterday's game. Liam Livingston took the catch of Stoinis, stepped on the boundary, signaled 6. Okay. The umpire still went, but the mere fact that he signaled 6 is a good enough gesture for bonus points. Things like that happen.
Hey, you will
And
get
that's
fined
why-
for giving umpiring decision.
Yeah.
He said, This is my call. He said, I
Plus,
stepped at
for
the-
something
my
you are
call
definitely.
was on the rope. Got it. Yeah.
My
If
call
it's
was on
about
the- call
making
padchachi.
calls on the field, then Vanindu Hasaranga has to make it like this, like constantly.
Hey,
That is
actually,
well.
that-
That is
no,
well.
no, I think it's a W. I think it's one into W.
One
No.
of the-
Ding,
Why-
ding, ding,
what is
ding,
this?
ding, ding, ding. This is
Oh, it's
well.
like
Why are
iPad
there two
delete app motion. If you want to uninstall Vanindu Hasaranga, iPad suddenly.
What
Or
is
maybe
it?
he's, or maybe like every other Sri Lankan cricketer, he says that if you drop me again, call center only or something like that.
No.
Harry-
De Silva, I'm Dicola.
Harris Jairaj composing Kandum Kandum Nokia this is what would have happened, honestly.
No, but I always
Nothing.
thought it was W. I always thought 1 and 2 W.
It's probably the W. It's
It
the W.
was,
It's a W.
And he also prays to Jesus and all, and then he does W like that.
Oh.
Then why does Tikshana do the Villu Swai?
Who knows?
Then
He's doing the reverse, boss. He's doing the reverse in Ramayana.
Or
Ram
maybe it is
shot a
like T
bow.
in some way. It's actually doing T. It's not doing bow and arrow and all. It's a T.
No,
Tikshana.
TTK. So what has happened is
It's
no,
the
Ah,
YMCA.
T.
I'm not saying it's a T. It's not a bow and arrow. You got it wrong.
Everybody's doing their name as the first letter. Is it? So Ashna,
No.
every wicket doing
Or-
A like that.
Originally Tikshana's celebration was like this, but then umpire started like reviewing the decision.
Also,
And he's like, hey, no, I was only celebrating. I was signaling T now. What is happening?
And this is also- and also very interestingly, this is how we hit the Andhere mein Teer and came to Tikshana's celebration, which is to shoot a teer.
But the best part about the Tikshana celebration is he doesn't even like use the elasticity of the fucking
Yeah.
bow to. He's like,
Very worst shot ever.
throw. He's like, throws the arrow, dude. Like, what's happening?
He's chucking that also. It's Sri Lankan spinners, I tell you.
No,
Oh, like
so
that.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I have
His
next
chest size
question,
got
guys.
bigger.
Next question.
Next
Yes.
question. Okay. I'm going to
Murali is
read
like,
out-
whatever. Like, this is like.
At this point,
you guys do,
anything is
like,
fine.
I am just here. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is
Just like Ponting and DC.
Because I had an agenda. I was like, Pakistan New Zealand series we'll discuss. After this, we'll discuss a top
Hey, we have to
batter.
discuss. We have to discuss Rahane also.
Good luck.
Rahane also, and then we
Sure.
spent 15
We'll
minutes
get there
discussing Tikshana's
sometime.
bow.
Patience.
Go.
Patience.
bow.
Love, love, oh my love.
You
Okay.
showed me
Uh,
bow.
I have a list, guys. This list is overall IPL, okay? Not just this
Good.
year. Most of
You-
my records are.
You order it on Instamart and like, let's move on to the next question.
Blink it,
Grow
blink
first.
it, blink it.
Blink it, sorry. Okay. So Dinesh Karthik tops this list, guys. Okay. And he is tied with Mandeep Singh and Sunil Narayan at the top of this list. In second position or fourth position are Ambati Rayudu, and then there is Rohit Sharma. What list am I talking about?
Dismissal Scott at cow corner.
No order.
Most number of IPL teams. No, Rohit Sharma is always a Mumbai.
Aaron Finch,
No.
actually, I think is the leader.
Rohit
of the
Sharma
most
was
number
with
of
Deccan
IPL.
Chargers.
This is only
Yes,
for
this
this
is-
season or
But
only-
anyway, it's only two teams because Dinesh
Huh.
Karthik has done
Wait,
one
wait.
Swayamvar across all teams.
What is your answer? You are saying most
No,
most
the
teams.
que-
Aaron Finch, by the way, in 8 years had played for 8 teams or something. I don't think anyone
One
is
second.
beating
The
that record.
question is, this is not exclusively for this season. Then this is
It's not.
across the IPL. Okay, give the names again.
Dinesh Karthik, Mandeep Singh, Sunil Narayan, Ambati Rayudu, Rohit Sharma.
Last
The
ball
first,
6.
the first 3 are tied. Okay.
Last ball 6 in an IPL innings or something like that.
Oh man, no, lots of people have hit last ball 6. I don't know if these
Everybody's
guys
hit
are.
it
Mandeep Singh has not hit any 6, I think.
He's it for RCB.
Who is Mandeep
He
Singh?
is it for RCB. The poster of it is in Samir's room. It's like,
Hey, no. Wait,
He
Mandeep
brought
Singh.
him
No. And Nitin gave the thing. Ducks. Most ducks.
Well played. So Dinesh, Mandeep and Narayan have 15 ducks in the IPL, followed by Rayudu and Rohit with 14 ducks. Yeah.
very nice.
Killed it, Max. Killing
How
it.
much is
I would have guessed.
Kohli?
I-
Kohli will be
You said he
close.
has never hit a 6 in his life. Then I'm like, okay, that's be the antithesis of that.
You need me to tell you that Mandeep Singh has not hit a 6, sir.
It didn't strike me. It didn't strike me.
Whenever I see Mandeep Singh, I'm like, how is this guy?
Mandeep also didn't strike it. That's why he's got like so many ducks. But Kohli
Okay,
will
on
be
that note.
close, dude.
Will be. I don't know where he is, but yeah, he should be close. Cool. Another list.
This
guys.
is like HDFC bank transaction. We can only give you top 5 records. If you want the others, please
Yeah.
go to
We'll send a
your
PDF to you.
Yeah. Okay. Praveen Kumar is at the top of this list, guys.
Very
Followed by Bhuvi Kumar, and then can you tell me? I'm only giving you 2 names. Can
Most
you tell me
number of
what-
wickets by
But-
Kumars.
Kumars who can swing the ball. Ball swing in
Banana
Kumars.
swing vomit.
Yeah.
Maiden overs. Most number of
Yeah,
maiden overs.
maidens it is. PK has 14.
Kale
BK
Rahul.
has-
Kale Rahul.
Yeah.
That is the played out side, the other side.
Praveen 14, Bhuvi 12, Trent Bolt 11, Irfan Pathan, Jasprit Bumrah with 10 and 8. So
Oh,
that's
nice.
8.
Very impressive.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Patan.
Okay, who can tell me who has most catches in the history of the IPL? Not a wicketkeeper. Okay, not a wicketkeeper.
Oh, that's what I was
Kohli.
gonna say.
Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli.
Kohli.
Kohli is third on this list, by the way, but it's not Kohli. Yeah.
Raina.
Must be
Faf.
someone.
Yeah, Raina is
Raina.
number 1. So tell me number 2,
Raina.
number
Who's
4, and
number
number
one?
5. Raina is number 1, 109.
Okay,
Uh,
Faf doesn't feature.
Faf, no.
Wait,
Kohli
what
is
is it?
third,
Can
by
you
the way.
can you repeat the question?
Raina has taken
Most
109 catches, which is the highest in the IPL's history. Kohli is third on this list with 101. I want you to tell me who's number 2.
Ravindra Jadeja.
No.
Yeah, Jadeja must be.
No.
Huh?
Rohit? Rohit must be
Pollard.
there.
Rohit is
Pollard.
number 4. Pollard is
Rohit
number
is
2.
four.
Pollard.
Pollard is number
Pollard,
2.
Pollard,
103
Pollard is
catches. Yeah, and Rohit and Dhawan are 4th and 5th. Anyway, yeah.
So who's one?
Raina.
Raina, da.
Raina.
Oh, okay. Raina,
He's
Kohli,
standing
Pollard.
on the
Huh.
balcony.
For 10 more years, he'll still be there.
109 catches, man. He's not played for 2 years, and the people are still the people
Only
who
2
are
years.
close to him also
He
stopped
had
playing.
that maximum
Yeah.
record for like never missing an IPL match, something, no? Till balcony happened.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask you one.
Murali is like, no need, that's okay. Like, I actually have
Call.
I was not kidding.
Siddharth Kaul, Chris Jordan, Lungi Ngidi, and Dale Steyn. They share one stat.
Headband. Maximum number of wickets by wearing a headband.
Hey, there's
Tell
something to do with
Tell the list again. Tell the list again.
Siddharth Kaul, Dale Steyn, Chris Jordan, Lungi Ngidi.
something to do with AB de Villiers.
No, something to do with death overs.
Something
Last
to
over.
do with bowling.
Something to do with losing IPL finals.
Maiden in the last over, something like that.
Siddharth Kaul.
Who knows? Must have played Delhi sometime and got. Oh no, sorry, he played for Delhi, I think.
He plays for RCB now, by the way.
Oh, he plays for RCB now. Well, okay, no chance. Chinnaswamy, no.
Something super over something.
They are all they have the worst bowling figures in the IPL.
Oh, worst ever.
Wait,
Worst ever.
Wait, isn't that
You
Varun
framed the
Aaron?
question very strangely.
Wait,
No,
isn't
so
that-
Siddharth Kaul is the top. 64 runs he
You
conceded.
said they all have something in common.
Wait,
Yes.
Yeah, you said that.
boss.
No, he said they share a stat. That's what he said.
Hello. I wanted to fact check this. I think it is Varun Aaron and Srinath Arvind who have the worst bowling figures, coincidentally
Because
both
they
for
bowl
RCB, and it is 69 runs.
69.
Nice.
69.
Nice.
Check
0 for
this
69.
I
This
like
can be
Okay,
fact checked.
no,
This can be.
This can,
Nice.
please fact check this. If
Nice.
this is true, no,
Nice.
Samir wins the podcast. It's over.
Editor's note has happened. Like that.
But in
Wait.
this
Distribution
in
in the
this
middle of the
nonsense,
podcast.
Michael.com, it says Basil Thampi has given 70 runs in 4 overs. Once and
Hey, wait, go to Michael Allah vara. Michael Madara
And
Kamarajan only.
Yash
Go to
Dayal
Ask
has
Cricket
given
Pro, please.
69 in 4 overs for KKR. Ishant Sharma has there 66 runs of 4 overs. So lots of runs have been given in.
Expensive IPL spells.
Basil Thampi for 70.
Ask
Hey,
ChatGPT.
He's
Basil
not
Thampi.
Basil
Actually,
Thampi
yeah,
times
why
of
don't I
screen
ask?
out
This-
there. Chumma
This
random
tweet, sorry,
mistakes.
you're right. This tweet is from 2019.
Hey!
So
Okay.
basically, no.
this one I
Basically,
will
like
keep
Chat. One thing, basically like ChatGPT only. It has results only till 2019, and you went and asked it, and it told you, and you're like, oh,
Thank
this
you
is
for
good.
being part of our time machine. This is Heads and Tails. Last questions from 2019.
Max, you've been munkaded like Harshal Patel.
What's the answer, Nitin?
Basil
Wait, it
Thampi
is
only,
Basil
yeah.
Thampi. Basil
Hey,
Thampi.
he is not
Hey,
Basil
cricket
Thampi, time
person,
Thampi and all
something
that.
went wrong.
Basil.
Hey, somebody log in. Wait, I will log in and check.
Hey, not Basil, that is Basil only, but okay.
He's literally
Basil.
Basil. Actually, the herb. I thought it was a
Yeah.
Malayali.
Basil.
He
Yeah,
is
it's
Malayali.
Malayali basil is Kotamali.
Basil Thampi, dude.
like Basil Joseph, the director.
Oh,
of
oh,
Minnil
okay,
Murali,
so-
you should know that.
Correct.
I thought it was not an English term. I thought it was an actual like some Malay, like
You've spent
Fasil
too-
Mat
you've-
Basil nanachen nalu.
There
You
is
spent too
also
much time in Portugal.
Fahad
Spent way too
Basil.
much.
there's also Basil Hamid, right? In the UAE.
No,
team.
that is Basil.
That's Basil
think.
Hamid.
So
FC
confusing.
Basil.
ChatGPT failed, man. I asked them, asked this
This
question.
is
who
what
got-
I got.
Oh, he started sharing.
Basil Thampi.
Yeah, Michael Madana Kamara.
Hey, this is 2018, da, Max. Hey, please.
2023 is also there.
Poda.
Ah,
I was looking at some tweet. I was looking at some tweet. So
It says Michael.
Okay, yeah, this might be correct because 23 is.
None of your people are
Yeah.
even featuring.
no,
in
the
that
only
list.
thing Yash Dayal gets
Murali,
added to that
go
list
back to
because he
screen.
gave 69. Like
No,
like
one
Samir said,
screen. Murali,
Yash
go-
Dayal will get added to
share
that
your
screen.
again. Share
Murali,
your
go
screen
back.
again, Murali. You
Ah.
show me, Max, one name which you mentioned. Show me. What?
Siddharth call.
Number 7. They, please.
That too 2020. So this can't be true. His tweet was 2019.
Best ever quiz.
This is
Best ever
that
quiz.
odd
Unless
IPL
Siddharth
episode
call-
where quiz.
No.
Quiz
Unless
masters are
Siddharth Call beat his own record from 2019. So otherwise, no chance. So how can this happen?
Siddharth,
Also look at Basil Thampi. 70 against RCB. It seems through.
You said for RCB. Now
Who
you
Allah,
say
he must
against-
have
No,
played
no.
in He must have played in Chinnaswamy. What can he do?
Chinnaswamy only.
What can he do, poor fellow? Like,
Oh,
you know,
so then the
your
Umesh
boundaries
Yadav
the
also
other-
against RCB. Poor fellow.
Yeah.
no, so then that Varun Aaron figure of 69 was okay. Then
Imagined by you in a bad dream.
No. This is
Why does
63
Mujibur Rahman
yeah.
does not have a photo?
63.
What is this?
It is not allowed in Afghanistan. They are not allowing passport photos anymore there.
Passport tail.
Oh my God.
Because he's now playing as Noor Ahmed.
What? Oh.
What sort of face swap
Okay, cool.
reality is this?
Okay, guys, I have another
Ah.
question. Okay, this is a non-exhaustive list. Sorry, no. Let me-
Full
let me-
bounce
They're
bounce
already
only now we are
exhausted.
in.
No, there is a. Okay, tell me how many IPL captains Delhi, and I include the old Delhi Daredevils in this, has had in the history of the IPL. Who can?
23.
It's between the two
Multiple
numbers
of
that I heard.
69.
18.
Between 10 and 23. They 18.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Are you serious?
No, it's not 18. It's less than 18, but it's more than 10.
Can't we figure it out by counting?
15.
No.
Sure. No, next time coming to
15.
that, you'll have to give names after that.
Oh,
15.
okay.
15 much.
The
15.
correct number is 12.
No,
Okay?
12.
12.
Well,
Now, who's going to give me 12 names?
I'll take a shot at this. Sehwag,
Mhm.
Gambhir,
Mhm.
Warner,
Mhm.
James Hopes.
Warner again.
Well played, man. James Hopes is a
James
left field
Hopes?
guess. Correct.
James
How-
Hopes.
Because he came to
Yeah.
RCB after that. That's why he knows.
No, he didn't come to RCB. James Hopes, Dhawan.
His name has
No
Hopes,
hope.
ra.
No hopes come to RCB.
Dhawan.
Dhawan.
Wait,
Dhawan.
Dhawan.
No,
Dhawan.
Dhawan has
Dhawan.
never captained.
Clarkson.
Okay.
Clarkson.
Okay, wait.
Surprising.
Punt.
Punt.
Yeah.
Punt.
Iyer.
Iyer six.
Six.
Sanju.
Correct.
Warner.
Sanju alla illa.
No, no.
Warner, yes.
Sanju.
Wasn't Warner
Warner
already
again.
counted?
Yeah,
was already
Warner
said.
we already counted.
Warner we
Warner
already
already
counted.
counted. Yeah.
So if Sanju didn't do it,
Sanju didn't do it.
no. Wait,
Delhi.
Mithun Manhas or one of his Rajat Bhatia guys
Ranji
did
team,
get
he brought
captain.
Ranji team. I didn't include the Ranji team.
Did Ponting play for Delhi?
No.
No.
Prithvi Shaw? No, Prithvi Shaw
No.
didn't captain.
Manish Pandey.
No. Yeah, it gets tough here. No.
One of the international guys would have captained, dude.
Yeah.
So there are 3 international names that you guys haven't yet said, by the way.
Okay.
Dinesh Karthik. ever
Dinesh
captain?
Karthik.
Dinesh Karthik is correct.
Dinesh
By
Karthik.
international, I meant overseas, but yeah, Dinesh Karthik is correct.
Peterson.
Peterson.
Peter Sen is correct. One of
Peterson
them.
Ross
is
Taylor.
correct.
Ross Taylor.
Good guess, but no, he didn't captain.
Rabada.
Zair Khan.
Zahir Khan is correct.
Zahir Khan.
Well played.
Three more
Guys.
to go.
3 more names. Come on.
He was captain and coach.
Out of the 3, 2 are international.
No extra points for that.
2 are any
Hey!
West Indian? West Indian?
Mahela. Mahela.
Mahila, well played.
Mahila,
Mahila, well played.
Mahila.
10 done, guys. 2 more names. I have 2 more names.
Brathwaite.
What?
Brathwaite.
No Brathwaite. Forget that name.
Ross Taylor, you said, no? Already? You counted
Yeah,
Ross
Ross
Taylor.
Taylor.
Ross Taylor not there, so I didn't count. But yeah.
Amit Mishra.
ABD.
No. Ross
ABD.
Taylor was
ABD
captain.
Villiers. ABD
Ross Taylor
Villiers.
didn't captain. I mean, not in the list I have. If you can.
ABD was
Actually,
never
I
in
can
Delhi,
prove
no?
that.
ABD.
ABD,
Ross Taylor captain.
ABD was in Delhi. He started off in Delhi, but
Oh,
he didn't
okay.
captain.
Danny Morrison, who kept saying double D's.
One
Danny
international.
Morrison, ade. He retired.
Hey,
One
this guy
international
captained in one game. Our
The
300 guy
next
captain
two-
in.
Well,
300.
Karun Nair.
Karun Nair, one game he captained.
Karun
But I
Nair,
thought Ross Taylor was there.
There is one more
Kevin
name.
Peterson.
One more name.
Like
Not
Peterson,
KP
we already said.
already counted.
Hey, Indian or international?
International.
It's an international. It's an international.
International
How many
player.
games did he captain?
Hey, தெரியாதுடா.
Roughly.
Small,
like,
very small number. Very small
not
number.
one full season.
Rauman
no.
Powell. Rauman Powell.
Rauman
Hey.
Powell. As a captain of Delhi.
I can imagine him walking out for the toss.
Rauman Powell.
I found the answer,
Shut-
but it's too difficult to ever guess that answer. I
Prithvi
don't
Shaw.
think it's.
Well, Google.
Hey,
No.
Illada, it's international. It's international.
Okay, wait.
Mohammad
I'll give
Asif.
clue. Okay,
Mohammad
this
Asif.
player, not Mohammad Asif. This player, when he made his debut, played an incredible innings and was destined for very great things. He didn't get that far in his career, but yeah, that's a clue.
Karun Nair.
No, I already said. Also, that wasn't his debut.
Yeah,
Very
memorable matches debut.
Wayne
was what he
Parnell.
did.
International.
Wayne Parnell.
International.
International.
Gary
right.
Pratt. Okay, sorry.
Wayne Parnell.
Oh, yeah, I'm giving you
His
the
heads
answer,
and
guys.
tails
Must be an
based
Australian.
Murali, I
Must
will
be an
give you the answer
Australian.
since you have it.
JP Dumini?
JP Dominic it is. Yes.
Yeah.
12 captains.
The JP Dumini debut and all. Wow. Another
Yeah,
level.
please.
Okay,
But also like,
Yeah.
famous enough player. Famous enough.
But guys, this is why they are bottom of the table. They've had 12 captains, man. Like how many years of
Yeah.
the IPL have we had?
This is
Can you
basically
imagine?
John Buchanan.
CSK have
doing-
had 3 captains in the same time. Maybe 2. No, 3. With
KKR
Three as in
had four
Dhoni,
captains.
Jadeja, then Dhoni again.
I don't know. Raina captained a few games when Dhoni was injured in one of the seasons. I
Also-
remember.
also
Yeah,
Even
KK
RCB, how many? 3? 4?
Yeah, RCB have not had too many actually. No, they had
Only-
KP, Kumble. In one season, they had KP and Kumble. I remember that. The second season
Really?
when they went to
So
the
it
They,
was-
they were at least 5.
So it was Dravid in 2008, then KP and Kumble in 2009, then it was Kohli.
2010.
from-
Hey,
2010
by,
was
by
not
this
Kohli.
metric,
2010 was not
by
Kohli.
this metric, KTK will win.
Who's KPK? Da? KTK.
KTK.
Kundi
Kochi
Commandos.
Tuskers, Kerala. How many captains are they?
Who was the captain? Mahila only.
Mahela only.
VVS
Mahela.
Um,
Oh, not Brendan McCullum. Okay.
Mahela, no.
Then
That was
Pune
on
also
paper,
wins.
it
No,
was
that
a gun.
Brendan McCullum was captain of Gujarat Lions
And in KKR.
for
no,
some
that-
games.
No.
and KKR for
Dinesh
that
Karthik was
rotation.
their ongoing captain. Main
No,
captain was
Gujarat
Dinesh-
Lions had 2 captains, Raina and McCullum.
Raina. Dinesh played for them, but he wasn't
One
captain.
guy,
Yeah.
one guy putting podcast minutes like he doesn't have to re-listen to this 3 times.
Every time you tell me this only. Yeah.
I, mean,
I think this one will be easy to just jump 10 minutes forward. I know nothing useful happened for 10 minutes. Chuck. I'm feeling I will see.
Mahesh Tikshana also same problem.
Okay, next.
Oh, we've got more
Can you tell me the name of the batsman with most force? in the
We
history
can,
of the
but we
IPL?
won't.
Most force in the history of
Most,
IPL.
most boundary force in the history of
Kohli.
IPL.
Kohli.
Not Kohli. Kohli is third in this list, by the way.
Rohit Sharma.
Rohit Sharma.
Rohit is fourth in this list. The
Shikhar Dhawan.
person leading this list has a lead of
Jad-
over 100 over number 2, by the way.
Shikhar D.
Jaddu.
Shikhar Dhawan.
David Warner.
Shikhar Dhawan is number 1.
Shikhar Dhawan.
D.
Shikhar Dhawan is number 1. Kohli is number 3. Rohit is number 4. Now, can you give me number 2 and number 5, please?
David Warner's
Jaddu.
not there.
Warner
Jaddu is
is
not
number 2. Warner is number 2.
Yeah.
Jaddu. Jaddu
Who's
is
Has to
number
be
four?
openers only. Mayank
That's true.
Agarwal.
You're right.
No, done.
You're
no,
right, it
number,
has to
no,
be
it's not Mike. Number 5 is Raina, who's always in these lists anyway. But Dhawan has 734s, man. And this, I guess, no, actually this from Cricket was probably updated, including today's games and all. He didn't play today, no? Anyway, so Warner is number 2. He's 621. There's 109 fours lesser than Dhawan.
He was one of 3 yesterday.
Boundary
Dhawan.
expertise. Yeah.
1 of 3 yesterday. Dhawan. In that
Okay,
massive
this the next list is very easy. Top 5 most sixes in IPL history. Come on.
Gale,
Andre Russell.
Gale.
Russell is not in the
Gale-
top 5. Gale is
Gale-
number 1. And
Gale-
again, Gale has a lead of over 100 over number 2. Yes, 357. Leads by more than 100.
Gale.
I definitely
ABD,
think our man
Maybe
MS Dhoni.
second.
MS Dhoni
Maybe
somewhere in
ABD.
that list.
Pollard.
Pollard.
Pollard. Gale followed by AB, Rohit, Dhoni, Kohli. Kohli is
Yeah,
number
Dhoni
5.
is fourth.
Yeah. Play long enough. Yeah.
Longevity, yeah.
No
if you
Raina,
just stick
no
around.
Fat padding.
Yeah. Okay,
Raina was not
this is an
very
interesting one.
six-hitter. Yeah.
Tomorrow, by the way, the 1000th IPL game is going to be played on Sunday. Okay,
Woohoo!
on Sunday, the 30th of April, the
Today,
1000th IPL game is going to be played. Can you name the only player to play the first game as well as the 500th game? And he's not going to play the 1000th game. I think.
500th game.
Kohli.
Yeah.
Kohli.
No, good guess.
First game
Did
was
Kohli play
KKR
the
versus
very first game?
KKR versus what?
Virat Kohli.
Yeah,
RCB.
yeah,
Did
Brendan
Kohli play
McCullum's
in
game.
that Test 11, he was there. Kohli was there in that game.
Kohli was there
no.
in the test.
Kohli is not the answer. I don't think RCB played the 500 game.
If
KKR.
RCB didn't play, it was KKR. So if KKR played,
Hey, players move, no.
oh, pretty like
I'm
that.
saying Kohli was not there. Kohli has only played for RCB.
Shark
Meanwhile,
colors.
PGK
Rohit
has disappeared.
Oh,
PGK is
Ishant.
looking like that. PGK is looking like that guy that இவரு தான் மகேஷ் இவரு cigarette smoke பண்ணி இப்படி ஆகி போயிட்டாரு அந்த மாதிரி.
Ishant.
Hey,
Ishant.
Mukesh.
Mukesh Ra.
Asa. Ishant. Ishant.
Not
Sharma.
good guess, not Ishant.
It's not Jacques Kallis also.
No, not Caps.
I heard the question. So from RCB and KKR game, let's see. It's not Kohli. No
Not
one from that
Jacques.
KKR team. No one from that KKR team.
Bisla,
should play.
Bisla.
Bisla was not there.
No one from the
Good
KKR
guess.
team should play. RCB must be a really, really young player. Oh no, 500 game you said.
500 game, which happened in
Manish
2015
Pandey.
or something.
Sorry,
Manish
sorry,
Pandey. Manish Pandey.
Ah,
No,
I'll
Manish
give you the
Pandey was
answer.
MI.
The answer is Zahir Khan, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
good. Good.
He was playing for Delhi by then, but yeah, he played.
very difficult guess.
Yeah, agreed.
Is
That's
there
the end
nobody-
of my questions, guys. Yeah.
Is
Is
there
there
nobody
nobody
who
else?
play the 1000th game and the first one? You saying
Only
it's
person who can-
possible?
As if this is some jujube thing you're asking. No, da.
The only person who can do
People
it is
die.
Kohli if RCB is playing.
It's not so difficult because Ridhiman Saha seems to have played that first game. It's a very good, simple
Wow.
possibility he could play tomorrow. That's why
Saha
I'm
played the
asking.
first game.
For
First
KKR.
ever game.
That is
Yeah.
a great record.
Oh right, Saha was
Take
there.
that, Boria Majumdar, in your face.
Yipu. You
Ishant
deserve
Sharma
it.
is there in that list. Quite a few actual probables.
Very cool.
and
So
Virat
what
Kohli,
is
of
the,
course.
by the way, which one is the 1000 game? Is it the first game or the second game?
No,
tomorrow?
no. RR was MI.
RR.
Oh, so can't be
1000
YT.
first game is
Can't.
LSG versus RCB on first. So just miss.
Which is Boobs
Which is
game.
essentially the motto of RCB. That is the motto of RCB. You should just tattoo that.
Oh, wait,
AJ,
so,
Salah Cup
AJ.
Namde just miss.
so Mumbai
AJ,
versus
AJ.
Rajasthan is the 1000th game. Let us look at those squads.
Okay. Now that we can edit out all of this section, Murali, why don't you move on to like
Sure, sir.
Reaction.
Yeah. I will check you. Continue the podcast. Yeah.
listener bit of this podcast?
We have achieved some amazing trivia. This is the first time I've seen quizmasters are using the panel to test their questions.
Clearly, you did not listen to last week's episode. Clearly.
Max is like tweet from 2019. Fellow has bowled in 2020.
So,
69.
now it's
I
like,
just-
who do you, according to your opinion, who has got the most fours?
Who looks like they could have? Yeah.
Paul 130.
Oh,
This quiz-
Paul
This quiz
130.
is the first. This quiz is the first. Sorry, this podcast is the first event that has actually been banqueted by Harshal Patel. First entity.
Entity.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really want to
Really?
spend 10 minutes at least on the New Zealand versus Pakistan
You are allowed
series.
to. Please go for it.
Absolutely.
Go for
Because
Go forth and
Um,
hold forth.
yeah, because I think they've taken a very ultra fledgling team, I think, as Max pointed out in the group as well, and managed to like really hold their own against a fairly, if not fully strong Pakistan side, because they are never allowed inside India. So now none of those players are ever going to be part of the
Hmm.
IPL. So
Pakistan.
they've
Did you see what happened today?
yeah.
Yeah, 180.
Fakka
Yeah.
Zaman. After a
Yeah.
double 100, now he has a 180 not out.
Throw it back.
And
What did you say?
What? How else do you pronounce his name? Please.
it's Fakhar
I'm
Zaman
doing
only.
very Hardik on this also.
Hardik.
Ask Harsha Bhogle. Harsha Bhogle will tell you it's far. It is in the sun.
Ka from the epiglottis. Ka from the epiglottis. And you actually spit it out.
So
No,
say
but
it,
the
no.
first game, I watched it. Imamul Haq was had a century. I was watching part of
No,
that
it was
game.
Fakhar Zaman again who had a century in the first game.
Yes,
So he's
for,
had
I know
two on
that.
the
I
for
don't-
like
I know. I don't care for him.
one
I
second,
like
for,
Imam, so-
For non-anti-national
Pasand,
people,
basically.
for non-anti-national people, can you contextualize this? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, exactly. Even I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
What-
so
what is- what is
Pakistan and New Zealand are in the throes of an international ODI series. Now, international cricket is this concept where countries field
Okay.
teams against other countries.
Bilateral.
No, wait,
is the
hold on,
concept
hold
where
on. So New Zealand must be sending like some C team. Who is in the team?
They are
Everyone is
sending
playing in the
IPL.
fledgling Kiwis. They are sending. They've not yet hatched. Right?
Yes.
After they
Some more
hatch, they
time,
won't
some more
fly.
time they'll send. they'll
During
send
the
sheep
flight
also.
time between New Zealand and Pakistan, they will.
But,
It is-
but,
it
but
is-
flight time is immaterial for Kiwi because it's a flightless bird.
Their
So
fourth
Jimmy
wicket has,
Neesham,
like,
I'm not yet
no,
finished
Jimmy
explaining.
Neesham had played more games than all the other 10 players put together or something like that in the
Yeah.
T20 series. And now
Oh,
I
there
think in
was
the ODI
T20
series,
also. Okay.
yeah, that is a
Which were tied 2-2.
spillover from their initial one. So
Tied
the
2
last
all.
year's
They
quota-
played 4 matches.
One
last
game
year's
was rained
quota
out.
of
One game
T20
was
they
hailed
played
was
now.
hailed out. On the day there was hail in the IPL also, by the way. Same
This
day.
is happening in Pakistan. Sorry for
Yeah.
all these questions. but, like,
No.
clearly-
No,
Yes, it is.
one more thing, important thing to clarify for our listeners. One day cricket is this concept where a game goes on for 7 hours. 100 overs are bowled in a day. Yeah, it happens. I'm not making this up.
But
So
enough
wait,
about
so-
the IPL. 7 hours and all that. Usually.
So then Pakistan must be crushing them, no? Like, I mean,
No,
The
there
who
was-
is in
ODIs
this
they're
New Zealand
getting
team?
crushed.
Their
They are
12th
not
man must be
fairly
their 12th
competitive.
man must be a sheep or something. It's like, who is in this team?
No,
What is
wait,
there?
wait. Even their fledgling team is fairly decent. What they've got, like Daryl Mitchell, Tom Latham is the captain.
Latham.
None of these guys
They
got
have
picked for
Matt
the
Henry.
IPL. Huh?
No,
Why
they
not?
have Matt Henry, Blair Tickner, that Shipley.
Rachin Ravindra is there.
Rachin Ravindra.
Ish Sodhi is in the team.
Yeah,
And,
it's a decent team.
It's a
Mark
very
Chap-
decent team. Mark Chapman
and-
is there.
And
And-
Mark Chapman played a blinder, an absolute blinder from nowhere, and took his team home in a T20 match where I think was pretty much written off, and he chased 100.
That was the final match.
Also in the 2 games that Pakistan absolutely sort of like crushed New Zealand in the one-day games, Daryl Mitchell got a century in, I think, both 123 in the first. Today also he scored some like 130, 135 or something. So they're like fairly, I mean, even a second string side is literally pushing Pakistan. I mean, not today. Today, of course, 180 by Fakhar Zaman is like a different thing, but this is the
They
thing,
still
right?
put up 336,
Yeah,
330
335.
some.
Very strong, very strong.
335.
Sounds interesting, man. I mean, I should watch more of cricket between the team that I hate the most and team that I hate. Should technically hate the most, but enough about CSK versus MI. So like,
No, I have
Sixth
one
May.
question. Thanks
6th
for that
May.
explanation. Thanks for that explanation, by the way, Samir. I have one question. Is Mark Chapman the most generic cricketer name ever for men?
Neil
That is
Johnson.
Williams. That
Hey,
is Williams.
Chapman. It's literally get anybody who's
Oh,
there.
like that. Guy
Yeah.
Guy Whittle.
Guy with
Yeah,
the
Guy.
Guy Whittle lived up to
Wherewithal.
that name. Yeah, he lasted quite a while.
Uh.
This is episode 69, guys.
There were some really generic English players in the 90s.
Sidebar.
Jack Russell. Jack Russell is another.
Jack
generic
Russell
name.
was anything but generic. The name is generic, but
Jack
The
Russell
name is
a
generic. He
character
was
from
epic.
Lagan.
yeah,
Jack
very
Russell is a
sure, yeah.
character from Lagan.
Jack Russell is a breed of a dog also. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
Captain
good.
Jack, Teen Guna Lagan.
Kutte samjhe
Hey,
ho.
wait, he
Samajhte
but
ho.
he used to
Samjho.
keep with his sunglasses on.
Yeah. He was an
Yeah,
epic
and
player.
with
He's one of the
He used
best.
to.
He's one of the
and he had a-
best.
The
he had a
hat
s-
is-
He used to
Yeah.
have a batting stance while keeping, like sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm?
Yeah.
And
Insane.
he does paintings nowadays. When he comes to matches in England, and he does paintings. He does. Haven't you seen? He does
No.
beautiful paintings. Hey, Jack Russell's paintings is a thing, man.
Tori,
What the
next he's
hell
going to
you
say
guys
in IPL 2010 when he played.
oh my god. Ah, okay.
He comes to the match, sits in the stands, and
But is he
paints
still
beautifully,
wearing sunglasses when he's painting? Key quiz.
yeah? You have to see his
Why-
self-portrait to figure that out.
Oh, wow, he
no,
looks very
no,
different.
no,
Okay.
no.
What is this? Oh, this is how he
Jack
looks. Ah, yeah,
Russell,
that's his
painting.
painting. Correct.
Painting,
Wow.
nice, nice.
He looks very different from what I thought he'd look like.
Yeah.
He
I-
looks like dude.
I was
Yeah.
I was going to say Jack Russell's father is
Definitely-
so proud of him. Like,
No, but
Yeah.
definitely, if the cops called me to like pick a convict out of the lineup, this is the picture that I'm picking. Like, yeah, this guy only serial rapist. Like, please. Look at that face, dude.
You're
Murali,
the paint all over.
I thought this was Jack Russell's father. So you
Even
were-
I was like, Jack Russell's father must be so proud of him. Look at him standing next
It
to his
is
photo.
like that.
and I'm like, oh, is this Jack
punctuation.
Russell's father?
I actually had a segment where I really wanted to get one pick about who is going to win this IPL from each of you. Because I really
One sec, Murali, one sec. Have you already given up on your previous segment? Or is it done?
I wanted to.
Ask the question.
Ask the question.
Yeah.
Oh, I should ask top two. Fine, screw it. Ask top two.
Okay.
Tell
fair,
playoffs
fair.
only, no? You're doing top
Who-
2 wins.
Your picks for finalists is fine. Finalists round the table. Just and it's not one of those jokey picks. It's a okay. I put my money on it kind of a pick, like finals. Who's your
No, but-
finalist?
But like, can before we go there, I mean, obviously we're going there, but can we just say that PGK, between the both of us, we like fairly pick 3 out of 4 who are going to make the top 4, right? It's going to be RR, GT, LSG, and CSK.
Great visionaries, both of
Yeah,
you.
amazing. 3 out of 4 we got.
When you're not going after each other, yapping about Ashwin, such goodness comes.
Dude, we are both supporting the same team, dude.
Correct. Unfortunately, in different ways. But
My record is worst, macha. My record is worst.
Available.
I had RR, RCB, DC,
SRH.
SRH.
Yeah.
okay.
I keep
What?
thinking
See
about
where those
matchup.
3 teams are.
No, we've just switched out RCB for CSK, but like that's innovative.
Yeah.
So okay, so Murali, to your question, I guess I want to go for
Finalists.
like RR and CSK.
RR and
I actually-
CSK.
Hmm.
Wow,
I agree.
okay.
Even I think RR and CSK.
Wow.
Nitin?
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, very tough to predict finalists, right? I'll give Dhoni type answer. Okay, so
Ah.
RR Gujarat Titans
We
definitely
just
look
said
like
okay. Now say
No, no,
LSG,
no, no, wait.
CSK.
hey, loose. I was the first person to say CSK on this podcast like 3-4
This
weeks
is
back.
true. This is true.
Yeah,
Agree.
CSK
I
are really
concur.
making the playoffs. Yeah,
I
so
concur.
these are the 4 teams.
It's
for
a
the playoffs.
sign that Tony and I are taking you seriously because now we are like saying, yeah, CSK in finals. Everyone else is
no,
like
no.
CSK,
Hey.
and I think I
No,
actually. think
answer is
CSK gonna
the
win.
correct answer. Who will make the final? Like Dhoni says, because the franchisee pays so much money, you have to make the playoffs. After the playoffs, if it is the matter of 1 match or 2 match, you cannot predict. But you, as minimum, you have to make the playoffs. That's all I can predict. Final, anybody.
But like there is no way CSK is not making it. I think the first 3 matches are in Chennai and the next 2 are in Ahmedabad. Like in the last.
Dude, they've been
So,
playing kick-ass, man. Like, yeah, they got
playing well
like
also.
blindsided by
They-
Gujarat and Rajasthan, who are better teams on paper. But they've been
Please put
holding their-
Pallamala clip.
You also have to call out the fact that for CSK to be dethroned from the top 4, RCB has to be 4th, which is so much harder for,
Correct.
a
Not happening.
possibility. Not happening.
Dude,
No,
but
but-
also I have to say this. I don't know where CSK is going after whenever Dhoni stops, and I think finally this year is the last year.
No,
With the
dude,
same
please.
squad next year.
But,
They are not
like,
going to make.
He's had his best season in the last 5 seasons, dude. Why are you saying now suddenly he'll quit?
Yeah, no, he's
He-
also not
he'll
able to
again put
bat.
on-
He's,
Even if he doesn't quit, I think all the crowds are telling to quit. Everywhere you go, it's a home game. CSK has played 14 home games this year.
What is
Yeah,
going
true.
on, guys? He's like his
Fair
knees are
Williams.
injured. Everything is gone. He can't play.
Yeah.
Come on.
Devon Conway is keeping is in all practice matches, in all practices, Devon Conway is keeping wickets.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Anointed.
Practice.
Sar is only coming for ribbon cutting and going.
But his keeping has been pretty good actually.
Hey, but
I can't
no,
point out
actually,
any.
like
No,
if
he
you
dropped
think about
Fab
it,
to play in that match.
Owen Morgan had introduced the concept of specialist captain, dude. I don't see why like Dhoni can't continue for another 10 years. And I'm seeing this in all seriousness. I'm not
What is
trolling.
this,
Like
Davis Cup?
legit, like he can.
No,
do it,
no.
just
I think
continue
one of
to
the
play.
ways, the reasons why they
Especially
got
with
Jadeja
impact
back.
sub.
I think this is what
No,
they
no.
will do. They will keep him as the team manager or whatever. I don't
Exactly,
know, some
exactly.
title. He will
Why?
stand there,
Sachin
drop-
Tendulkar.
No, no,
Hello.
no,
No.
wait, wait,
Sachin
stop.
Tendulkar has created the greatest position for
Yeah,
any
okay.
player
Doesn't
called
matter.
the mentor.
You can come up with
Okay.
whatever designation, but what Dhoni will do is they'll give him a chair. He will sit at outside long off. He will sit down. They will appoint a captain. It could be Conway,
like-
it could be Gaikwad, it could be Tushar Deshpande. That
Hey,
person's
Jadeja.
job is to field at long
Everyone
off.
has
No,
forgot-
but
forgotten
Jadeja
Jadeja.
will not
One
take the
second.
job.
Nitin,
That
fully,
person's
fully,
job is to field at long off. and keep
Nitin,
listening to Dhoni and executing whatever Dhoni says.
fully
That's all. That's what I do.
agree with this because like I hope we will bring it later on this podcast. Ajinkya Rahane was added into the WTC final squad after consulting with MS
consulting with
Dhoni.
That part was crazy.
What? Who
The
said
fact that
that?
they consulted with him
It's
was
it's on press. Every news website has.
MSD
Dhoni
was consulted.
MSD was consulted.
What
to
are you
execute
saying?
Rahane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
Welcome
okay.
to reality.
Okay, let us come to the main topic after 1 hour.
now
Now
we're
only
getting
match is
started.
starting.
And by the way, and
It's-
meanwhile, Shastri is sitting there in Cricket and telling Ronak Kapoor that I have not attended a single selection
Yeah.
meeting.
I'm
I have
not
no idea
allowed.
what
I've not
selection
been
meetings
allowed,
are. I'm
yeah.
not even allowed inside. I'm not invited. And
Random
here now
people
they're
were
calling
there.
Dhoni.
No, but
But-
wait.
What
PGK, he
Shastri
went on to
also
say
said,
random
exactly.
people. Yeah.
Exactly.
What?
Yeah, go really there. Yeah.
No, but what he said was I was not allowed in, but random people were allowed in, like who had no
Correct. He
business.
said
being
that. I
there.
agree.
So,
I
yeah,
saw that. He said
exactly.
that.
So like entirely like in character.
No, but come on. I mean, you have to. Okay,
On
all
track.
jokes aside, you have to think about it. Like the day Shreyas was declared out, There-
Nitin did
Genius.
this in Tamil.
There is no
like,
names.
No need, like,
Sir,
I
if
mean,
you
like, what?
knew that Rahane is going to be selected, you should have posted it on the group. Macha, Rahane is going to get
we
selected.
didn't talk about this also in the group, Macha.
You didn't ask, so I didn't say Rahane is going to get selected. It's okay, nah. Because in the group, we only
No,
talk
no.
about things people
What-
ask, you know. So
No, what I'm saying is, it was not. I was not shocked as much as you guys are. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
no,
Current
fine
group
only.
ka manusanukku
Listen.
shock varum.
Okay. I mean, I think like the bottom line is, and like without belaboring this too much, unless we want to, is that like it's not a shocking selection. It's a reasonable selection, right? Where it's just like a very random, inconsistent selection in terms of like moving the team forward, which is what like Dravid G was supposed to do. None
But
of
for
us-
one off, they will not
but-
move
but-
forward. Yeah, for West Indies series, they will do.
Why did you pick Sky for like Australia series? Like 3-format player Ravi Shastri
But
said
he
so
failed,
suddenly
right?
like.
But he
Yeah,
failed.
yeah.
right?
60
If he did well,
Failed means what? Dude, you give him one innings, dude. Like,
So
please.
World Cup final, you will play a player who failed in
Not
quarterfinal and
him.
semi-final.
I'm just saying, like, at least
No,
like,
no.
show.
I get what
the-
Max is saying in the sense that, yeah, it's not like, I mean, if you think about it, it's an obvious selection. But the reason why I didn't think about it at least was that I thought now they'll play KL and Gill now in the same team.
Move on.
No, they'll play KL and Gill in the same team. Fine,
They
they'll
still
pick somebody
might.
else.
He
They
might
still
not play.
They still
Yeah.
might.
He
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
might. He's
Yeah.
just going to be.
KL, Gill,
Impact
Rahane
sub.
are all going to play, guys. They're all
Concussion
KL and Gill
sub.
are playing.
They're all
And
playing.
KL
One
and
is going
Gill
to
are
keep.
playing.
KL
KL is going to keep wickets.
KL is
No
going to
chance,
keep.
dude. No
KL
chance.
is going to
happening.
keep wickets in this game.
No chance.
You heard it here
No
first.
लिख के ले लो भाई, लिख
No
के ले लो.
chance. No
No,
chance.
I agree with PGK. KL and Gill will play. And also, I'm going.
And Rohit will be sitting in Bombay. NCA. In Chinnaswamy. Rohit will be in NCA in Chinnaswamy. KL and Gill will be playing.
We'll record one video with Ganguly saying, "Yes, second prize." First prize kya ho gaya? Rahane is busy sitting there
All of this
signing
all of-
jersey for
Pat
of
Cummins.
all Indian players.
Tony
of
is
the
saying
final.
all of this. Tony is saying all of this to realize his dream of Kohli captaining WTC final. Some all of this shit happens. Kohli has to end up captaining, and Kohli wins the trophy after relinquishing the
No.
captain.
But PGK, you missed them because you muted the group. The real thing that I was going for was like Nitin said like reasonable selection or something, and I was like, listen, like there's only one wicket keeper, KS Bharat. Like, what is this? What is happening? And I was throwing the bait to him to say, like, at least I thought he'll have the decency to say, okay, you agreed for this. Now let me say, why not pick Sanju Samson, like left field choice, but like, good bet and all that, like.
No, but here's in
Ishan Kishan is there as standby. You know?
stand.
Yeah.
For what, Jade? Huh?
That is exactly
You
what he is.
Might as well get Riyan Parag. Like, what difference is
Riyan
that?
Parag doesn't keep wickets.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
speaking of
okay,
Riyan
well,
Parag, speaking of Riyan Parag, so if you look at Rahane's record, which a lot of people are talking about in the Ranji, and they're saying, oh, his average is 57 in the Ranji. He scored some 500 runs. Out of the 500 runs, 200 runs are against Assam. And who was bowling? Riyan Parag.
23 overs. 23 overs.
I was telling him, go bowl 25 overs. He was bowling. And Rahane
player
was,
number 4 bowled 23
and
overs.
Rahane was smashing it.
So you mean to say So you mean to say-
Actually, it is 600
Sangha.
runs, and like there's 1 200, there's 192, and that 192 is against Hyderabad or some shit like that. Like Varun
So
Kohli has like
basically,
detailed record, like of,
Sangakkara is the
how
reason
badly.
why Rahane has made a test comeback. That is
Correct.
the
No,
takeaway from this.
but no, the best part was Ravi Shastri sitting and saying, "Oh, all of you must have been in jungle when like Rahane scored 600 runs."
Yeah.
In the immediate previous episode with Ronak, he was saying how he was sitting in the jungle, like
When
with
Kohli was
friends.
Saad
Balwinder
bin
Singh
jungle.
Sandhu was- yeah, he's like
Saad
bin
that
jungle.
fellow. No, like he was like, I was in the jungle for the last 6 months.
E-
But Ravi
here's the
Ravi Shastri's defense doesn't make sense because there are many players in that Ranji who've scored way more than Rahane has anyway. So those things don't like it is a good
they
way
are
for
not
you.
going to give a debut. They're not going to give anyone a
Yeah,
debut.
they
I
will
agree.
only
thing.
on debut.
Agarwal.
So the
They're not
only
gonna play
experienced
Agarwal.
player in that list is Mayank Agarwal. And Mayank
I agree.
Agarwal is
And
Oh,
it's not a
they've
position
gone
that
on.
he's. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's
correct.
also not the
Absolutely.
position, right? You're
It's
looking
not
for.
a position.
Which is why I gave the bottom line at the start. That is not an unreasonable selection. It is just like a very like non-progressive selection in that sense.
Yeah, but
And they
the
don't explain
WTC final is a
anything.
very strange thing. It's a strange beast. How do you
Agreed.
select for this one-off test match?
It
Right? The
is,
most
it is
important
so
test match.
random that India has
Yeah.
not even asked for the final to be played in Ahmedabad, and it's continuing
Yeah.
to be played.
But I'll tell something. First hour 20 for 3. Expect England will win the toss. They'll put India into bat first.
Macha, they're playing Australia, not England.
Sorry, Australia. In English conditions, Australia will put.
It's fine. What's going to happen first 5
Nitin
overs? we'll see
Sundar,
at that
this
time.
is the time
We-
where you say this was the podcast that previewed BGT like 6 months ago.
But hey, before we go into match predictions,
Interesting questions about BGT. Is it true, PGK, that the table topper gets to pick the ball of choice and it's going to be a Kookaburra instead of a Duke ball? Like, do
So
you have insights?
one esteemed journalist made that suggestion, but I
is
read
the-
somewhere else that it wasn't. That's not how it works. It's supposed to be based on. I think the ball is already predecided. The Duke's ball is what they're going to play with.
Okay.
Somewhere also I read that the Indian Cricket Board has basically given that Duke ball that they're going to play with to all the Indian players. So Indian players right now are sitting in hotel room whenever they're playing RCB, RR, and with a Duke ball playing with it to basically test it.
Playing with Duke ball.
Give the devil his Duke.
Yeah.
Duke ball.
Power Ashwin will also be sitting and playing with it. Not
no,
even
but
sure will they pick me, not
to
pick
be
me.
fair,
Even
like,
ICC.
Also-
Even ICC
also-
has picked the team and ICC is like, you're going to drop
But-
Ashwin anyway. So
No, but here's
They
the
also
second
dropped
question.
Rahane,
Like,
by the way. Rahane is also not
Oh,
in the
really?
11.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I didn't see.
Yeah.
if given a choice, India would prefer a Kookaburra to a Duke. No.
we
I don't
don't
think India
know
want to
if
play the Duke.
Wo-
They
we
got
play-
crashed the last time.
Yeah,
They don't
right,
want to
sir.
play the Duke.
I think they'll want to play with the Duke for a couple of reasons.
But
It's not
wasn't
about
there something
Australia.
that the Duke has changed now? The
Now
Duke
it has
that they
changed.
played.
yes,
It
it
is.
has
It
changed
is.
a little over
It has
time.
changed
I mean,
recently.
think-
It is Prince
think of the-
Charles who will be like undergoing
Yeah.
coronation. And
Think of the conspiracy, right? Correctly, Brendan McCullum takes over. Correctly, at that same point in time, coincidentally, the Duke ball goes completely crazy, and the baseball whole thing works, and they manage to beat a few people. Now they have gone back to the other kind of a Duke ball. So just-
And they're getting other teams to come and play in their country.
Exactly.
like overlapping the two universes. One new Bradman has come down for SR. It's like fucker. Like I picked him for every fantasy team except the one where he scored one random 100. Like 10 matches he's played like 30 runs,
Harry
some
Brook.
shit like that.
Harry
It's
Brook.
useless, man.
Harry.
Harry Brook.
Harry.
And
Prince.
I mean,
But
and,
have you
and-
watched any of the games? He's looked completely clueless.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
exactly.
clueless. He has no idea what's
Like,
happening.
he hasn't been
He
everything.
makes
edging
Virat
and-
Kohli look competent against spin. That is
He's
how
a test
bad
specialist,
Harry
bruh.
Brook is.
He's a
no,
test
the,
specialist.
the best part is after the century, he went and I think in the presser he told, I
from
hope I
fans
could-
based trolling. And all
Yeah,
that.
I hope I could shut them up, and then next game again back to
Yeah.
back to
he
Chotte
said that,
only.
I
So
saw.
it was just very bad and very on brand for.
It is
episodes
so
of-
bad that Kavya ma'am has stopped coming for SRH matches.
Yeah.
Leave, the greatest betrayal was Kavya ma'am's own cousin turned up in Chepauk with a CSK jersey, which was Uday Stalin. So there was this meme floating around which said that Kavya ma'am thinking that this is betrayal, etc., etc.
That's okay. Everyone is showing up at a stadium these days wearing a CSK jersey, it seems. So it's fine. I guess. wherever you go.
Why is this a betrayal, first of all? They are all Tamilians. If Kavya didn't have a franchise that bought this league, she would have also supported CSK only. Like, they're all local people who support whatever color they like. I don't think there is any major allegiance and all to this.
The fact
Correct.
that
And if she was living in Bangalore, she would be shouting RCB during test match
Same.
here also. It's possible.
I still find it very strange that the Hyderabad franchise is owned by a huge Tamil Nadu company. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like there is a dearth for, multinational conglomerates in Hyderabad who could have done this.
When I make Tamil regional comments on the group, fine.
Wait. It also then should
You
baffle-
make that. You make what you want. It's fine.
It should also then it should then also baffle you that the Delhi franchise is actually owned by one of the multi-billion conglomerates of Hyderabad, GMR.
No, but they're Delhi Capitals. It's inclusive.
It's GMR plus.
It is capitals. Like, it's not the
Capitals.
capital, we are capitals.
We are not
I can
super
by the way
giant,
understand
super
that.
giants.
I can see why no Delhi company wants to own that team. Right, it makes sense.
But
It's a Bangalore
okay,
and a Hyderabad
fine.
company.
Okay, like if you were like an alien or like non-Indian, where do you think the RR franchise is based? Is it like Kerala or Tamil Nadu? Because like they are making like memes in either like based on Malayalam films or like Halla Bol Konjam Nalla Bol type.
They reside in your heart, right?
But
Saptama Bol. Halla Bol, Nalla Bol, Saptama Bol.
But I have this theory, right? Look, GT's catchment or whoever is the Avade fan now. GT fans used to be the catchment area for RR for the longest time till GT came. Remember when Gujarat Lions was there also, barely any supporters for Gujarat. So now people who used to support Gujarat, now who used to support RR from Gujarat Titans are now supporting Gujarat Titans. And of course, this whole Ashwin thing kind of plays into their hands. So yeah.
Nothing. The RR catchment is not Gujarat. RR catchment is Kerala and some breakaway part of Tamil Nadu.
Palakkad.
That's it. Yeah.
Kati. RR catchment is Guwahati. They even played home games in Guwahati.
That is true. That is because of Riyad Parag. Riyad Parag is bowled 25 overs there. So people come to watch him play as Impact sub.
I think that RR
Rahane
social media
fans
guy is one Malayali, that's all.
You know what Riyan Parag told Ajinkya Rahane during that game?
I don't know. Manoj
They didn't
Badale
come
is
to
there.
watch you bat, they came to watch me bowl. Sattama bowl.
Nalla ball.
Nitin, so you think like Riyad Parag actually got Rahane out and he was like walking back to the pavilion and Riyad Parag like, hey, come back. He didn't know.
It is very possible, by the way.
Sangakkar has told me bowl
600 runs.
25 overs, you come back and bat, it's okay. Like we'll erase
But-
the score. Anyway,
so-
there's no TV here.
I want to take us back to that question that Murali had about the finals. Is that okay? Hey, by heart of hearts, I'm in agreement with my
WTC.
Palakkad.
Yes.
Who cares for this white dress nonsense, macha? Color dress. It's my birthday. Don't think like that.
So,
Every day's birthday.
IPL final. Okay.
Yes, go on.
No, so like I'm agreeing with I'm the same with the RR and CSK thing, but the GT one, right? I was looking at the squad the other day, and it just is the greatest squad of like it's like the Avengers squad or something like that. If you think like
the
Bring
part.
well assembled
it's a,
players.
whatever you say, macha. See, you whatever variety you want, we are having. You want left arm spin, we are having. You want left arm fast, we are having. Right arm fast, we are having. Right arm, nobody can understand, we are having. You want 140, we are having. You want swing, we are having. Leg spin, we are having. What is this, macha?
Dil Raju
That,
speaks from Varisu movie launch. And here,
Which is by the way,
Every flavor.
which is exactly why they won last time. I don't know why we are all discounting them. But yeah, they won.
Every
yeah,
bloody
exactly.
flavor
There
in
is
the
some
market they are having.
Some
One
team
second,
is going
man.
to get stuck into Mohit Sharma though.
Jayant Yadav off
yeah.
spin. They have leg spin, left arm spin. Then they have Hardik, Shami for opening bowling swing. Then Mohit Sharma for bowling garbage. Josh Little left arm. Alzari Joseph. What is this, macha?
Correct.
Noor
Very,
Now,
very,
now,
very
now
good
I'm
squad.
agreeing, Max, with you that GT is going to win because if you remember last season when you were not listening to the podcast, our esteemed editor Nitin Sundar made a call saying Thriller Miller Killer Filler is going to suck balls, and he went on to have
Correctly
his
after
best
that,
season in like
He won
10
less than
years,
3 games for
something
them,
like
yeah.
that. So Mohit Sharma, please expect like 5 for in like
In the final.
qualifier final gone.
Five
The
for
guy
nine
took
in
4
the
wickets.
final.
He took 4 wickets in the over. 2 were runouts, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it's not
It's
like
also-
he's bowling like Murali or anything. Yeah.
Their weakest link is Saha.
Correct.
Actually, their
Yeah.
weakest link is Saha.
Forget
And
Saha. Here's the fact, right? It literally took a Rinku
Enough
to...
about Boria Majumdar, but yeah, go on.
You
But
go
here's
on.
But here's the thing. KKR won just because even in that last over, Rinku hit 5 sixes. If not, GT today would be the first team to already qualify, right? They're
Yeah.
not. But that's the thing. Had Rinku Singh not hit that 5 sixes, GT today would have been qualified. I have absolutely no qualms that GT are going through to the final.
Yeah.
Oh
None
wait,
of you pick.
did we actually like go around the table? Okay, so PGK
Yeah.
and I said CSK versus RR. Samir,
So
your
did-
pick is
Heart wants a CSK versus RCB game, but let's be practical.
RCB, yeah.
first I had to make
Hello.
top
Hey,
four,
Samir.
then we'll see.
I'm
Samir,
okay.
if you want
So
to pick-
Anushka Sharma also will not want CSK versus RCB game. Macha.
It is the worst thing that an RCB fan can ask for.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
No RCB fan will want to face CSK.
Exactly.
it's
Why would
okay.
you want to do that?
But I mean, you never know. Some script, some story.
RCB
But
was LCG, LSG.
GT, it's going to be a repeat of last year. It's going to be GT versus RR.
GT
Going by
wins.
current form, GT versus RR.
Hey
Repeat
guys,
of-
we will do an episode after, just before playoffs. At that time, we'll predict the finalists. Now why are you predicting finalists? Now predict playoffs, ra.
Yeah, I think the
Playoffs we
playoffs are
already
kind of
predicted.
set. I think
That
GT,
episode.
LSG, RR, and CSK
No,
are
no,
kind
no.
of common
Correct.
across the board here.
Yeah.
But for me, the final is
Except Samir who says RCB.
RCB
சம்பந்தமே
versus
இல்லாம yeah.
சம்பந்தமே
Kings.
இல்லை.
Punjab Kings will make top 4.
No, no, no.
Samir Mohan is literally playing what is called Dream 11. It is like
तुम भी ये podcast कर लो मैं Dream 11 बनाता हूँ.
That's he's sitting and dreaming. RCB will the final.
Ali swear.
Ali said,
For me,
Ali
it's
said.
GT versus LSG. In fact, I don't know if CSK will make it because CSK has this whole consistency thing. But like Dhoni himself says, they tend to like slip up in like crucial games, and they've done that enough times. You know, in qualification and all. I mean, they've won enough, but they can get beaten too. Like I don't know if they can. Those two games are very hard for me. But I think LSG and GT have been consistently really good teams, and like Max says, GT have an outstanding lineup. Like everybody comes in and hits. Like Abhinav Manohar is coming and hitting. Like David
Vijay
Miller.
Shankar in a World Cup year.
One
Don't
D,
forget.
just 1D.
3D.
Yeah,
3D.
That's true.
And he's able to like strike the ball so well. And everybody who's gotten like the chance to, that Yashdayal had one of those odd days that one time, but even he performed pretty decently otherwise. So they are like one Manchester City like team that wants to come into games being sure they'll win,
Arsenal
right?
pain is
Dude,
coming through.
but seriously,
And they-
man, look at Tewatia in that team. He has
And
not
exactly, and
bowled at all,
Tewatia is
okay?
still not really fired.
They can't bowl him with the impact player. He is not bowling, and he bats at 7 or 8. Right, he comes for 3
Yeah.
balls. Every time he comes and smashes those 3 balls. Insane team.
It is
That's a
so
very
chill
strong
that
team.
Naira is not even drinking tender coconut yet. But speaking of KL Rahul and bad stats, one of the like fake stats that were floating around was that there were like 14 maidens in the IPL and he's played like 11 or some shit like that, which is not
Yeah.
true. But a very real stat of KL Rahul from an LSG this season is that KL Rahul scores this season versus LSG totals. Okay. KL Rahul scored 12 versus Punjab Kings and LSG made 257. He scored 18 of 20 versus RCB. LSG made 213. He scored 20 versus CSK and team made 205. Rahul made 8 of 12 versus DC and the team made 193. Okay. And he made 74 of 56. LSG made 159 in 20 overs. He scored 39 versus RR. They scored 154. He scored 68 of 61 versus GT. Please refer head and tails if you want like breakdown of that match. They lost it by scoring 128, chasing some ridiculous total. He scored 35 against SRH and the LSG ended up making 127. So, I mean,
And
literally, like, should LSG just have KL Rahul impact subbed out after the toss and like get
Cock blocking.
someone
I mean,
else to
I
play?
mean,
Like,
I mean,
So
I mean,
it's gotten to a point where I've noticed that even Harsha Bogle, who's like very mild mannered, right? So he was on the Crick Buzz this thing. Somehow I managed to watch that where we were talking about KL Rahul, and there he's asked like, oh, is it because of him? And is then first he says the usual Harsha Bogle stuff by saying, no, you can't just pick one person, the whole team. But near the end of it, he says, but at the same time, if your team is losing and if you are not basically scoring faster after like some 7 overs, then you're only playing for your own score. You're only playing for basically, you're only playing for your statistics. That's what he's saying. Harsha Bogle is saying.
On that note, do you know who has scored the fastest 50 in IPL history?
Puran.
KL Rahul, guys.
Puran is only in this season.
50 of 15, is it?
14 or something, yeah.
14
Puran
balls,
also
yeah.
scored 50 of 14, so it's equal.
This is when at Dubai.
What is the timestamp of your tweet, Nitin?
Let me find out. I think I asked cricket first, so it is up to date only. But
No, is this at Century in Dubai? He and
this is
Agarwal
against
both.
KKR. He wants to spank KKR in a small chase. Or he does it twice, I think. We were playing for RCB, I think, when he did this, by the way.
For
Must have been a Chinnaswamy. Where else can you do this?
But
Everything.
PGK, 1 second, before you lump in like Harsha uncle's rant into KL Rahul's nonsense, I think it's important to like disentangle the two, because Harsha G, Nitin Sudhar, do you want to explain what is happening with like his takes this year? Is like gone.
His takes this year are very weird. Yeah,
we-
his takes this year have
weird.
become very weird.
It's
Yeah.
like if I speak of content on the cricket field, obviously some like match experienced fellows are going to like call me out. So let me go the stats way. And he's got some very, very random way, dude. Like he's got no consistency in applying it, but apparently strike rate is his biggest thing, which is also like Kerala's biggest development problem in the 90s.
like all IPL players, like all T20 players, commentators also have started. They've stopped being anchors and they're trying to be hitters now. So Harsha is in full aggressive mode. He's
Haters,
going after the ball.
No, today he tweeted, Gurbaz caught Rashid bowled Noor Ahmed. Where else can you see this? Only at the IPL. I'm like, are you sitting in the Mumbai Indians dugout or what? What are we doing for the last 15 years? This is already happened.
No, 3 Afghan players, right? I think it's the first time.
Yeah, there's no Afghan Premier League, is what he's saying.
No, but the IPL has been chock-a-block with Afghan players. You had Mujib,
but
you've had...
But you've not had 3 Afghan players, no? Like batsman, fielder and bowler. So I think
Even if it happened in Afghanistan, you couldn't clap for it because there is a Taliban.
Correct.
Talia Magra likes this.
This is when I will lose it and start breaking into Dakhni. I'm done with English now.
Please go for it.
Rahul 14 balls. This guy Puran also was 14 balls, is it? Then it's time.
Yeah.
Fact check quiz questions.
Hey,
Puran was against RCB.
Coming back to the confluence of IPL and WTC final, okay, like which teams would you ideally not want to make the playoffs so that we can win?
Oh, that is a
WTC?
very good question. That's a
RCB.
fantastic question.
RCB. I
Yeah,
will say RCB.
done deal. Which
I'm not making the playoffs, Macha. Why
Take
you?
Kohli.
it and
For
go.
if I'm gonna get the WTC spear at the end of it, eliminate RCB.
So
right
so
away.
some things are very welcome because Emma is anyway not going to go
Yeah.
anywhere close. So Rohit is, you can bubble wrap him for some time and keep.
Cares. Only GT is the only team you need, Macha.
GT, yeah.
Shami and Gill.
Shami
That is the only team you need.
Yeah.
LSG also I
RCB is
agree,
important.
worry.
Siraj is,
RCB
I
and
think Siraj is
LSG.
the most
RCB is
important.
important. Siraj Kohli very important.
Correct.
Siraj
Siraj
most
Kohli
important.
important.
Kohli,
They
I
are
think.
not going to make the playoffs. It's easy for them. They'll be
Yeah,
safe
yeah.
only. They can go
LSG
before also.
LSG with
In fact,
KL also.
RCB, I'll tell you 1 second. Hold on. RCB plays their last game well before because they are not even playing the last
One
week.
fellow is not like Samir Mohan showing you math and you are like, fuck it.
21st May, RCB is playing their last game. They can happily scoot off.
20 days they'll get knocked out.
So
Already
so
serving
basically
notice period.
then according to us, then the final is going to be a shootout between the two spinners. You know, decide who will play WTC. So it's between Jadeja and Ashwin.
RR
One
versus
side
CSK.
RR versus CSK. So it is the two spinners.
But
Both
Whoever
of them
gets
not
injured,
playing, both play.
Yeah,
Ashwin
both will try to
versus
beat each other up in the
Ravichandran.
field.
Ashwin is still going to get dropped again. He'll pack his bags,
That's true.
put 20 YouTube videos, go there and be like, yeah, I'm carrying water.
That's true.
I-
They'll
I
probably
actually this time I think both Ashwin and Jadeja will play.
Is
At
what
least
is
for
what
their batting, they should be picked. But
Yes,
I also randomly
KL
found that
Rahul has to keep. Exactly. That's the only way you can play all these people.
Did you know they sent 5 standbys for the WTC final? One of those names is Mukesh Kumar, the guy from Delhi who bowled that final over. He got picked in it, and
He's
then
good.
of course
He's good.
Dude,
He's quite good.
I picked
He's
him
been in
instead
Nets
of
for a while.
Abhishek Sharma. I
Yeah.
picked him instead of Abhishek Sharma as
In
the
fact-
uncapped player.
In fact,
so
he
that
had a
they-
great beginning to his IPL, right? I think it was with CSK. Was it with CSK? And then after that, he was in the wilderness for like a while. And now he's slowly coming back.
Okay, but okay,
You're confusing
therefore,
Mukesh Chowdhury. Mukesh Chowdhury, different guy. He played for
no,
CSK.
I know, but Shami, Siraj,
Left arm seamer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shami, Siraj, who's the third seamer?
Unadkat.
Betaks.
No. No way.
No,
Bedex has to be Bedex.
Shardul.
Shardul. They
Really?
will play Shardul. Yeah, I
Then
think so.
Ashwin
Yeah.
Jadeja.
Shardul is not. Shardul has been preserved already. He's not even bowling for KKR.
I don't know what you're doing with him, man. 0 of 4 at number 3 did not bowl. Allah bowl, koncham bowl. Not bowl.
Bold.
What?
I feel like they'll get a little biased
Shardul,
by
I really
IPL
feel
form
for
and play
Shardul, man.
Shardul. I think they'll play
Shardul was thriving in CSK, okay? If CSK could retain him, they would have.
But
Sam
how
Curran was thriving in CSK. All these
can we
players
just take a
can only
moment,
click in CSK. Yeah.
just one moment to appreciate how fucking brilliant Mohammad Siraj has become. Like,
Yeah.
absolute. Like
Siraj
gun,
is
gun. bowler.
BHP jinx loading.
No, I think it's Murali who said
But
during the last series, no, that Siraj's gonna be a big. I mean, he didn't have that much impact during the Australia series, but like he's become such a fucking gun bowler, dude. Like,
Yeah.
insane.
Very good.
He's
But
bowled really
also,
well. Yeah.
Interestingly, I don't know if you've been watching Shami. Shami also has
Amazing.
been
Superb.
like, I feel like even though he has such a high bar, feel like he's been like one notch above
Superb.
even that bar this
Yeah.
time around. Like,
Hey,
both been very
PGK,
good.
if you're setting
Shami
this
is the
up to
one I'm worried the most. I'm worried the most about Shami. Like, you have to put him in cotton wool or something, cocoon him and put him away for
Yeah,
June 7th.
I
But
agree.
guy
That's
is
true.
bowling lights out. Even today, he was brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's just so good.
Yeah.
Such an amazing bowler.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
if
think,
something
they're the
happens
two
to
most
him,
important
that's
players
it.
in the
Then
team.
it's very, very hard.
Shami and Siraj are the most important players in that WTC final.
Yeah.
Play
I tend to
whatever
agree.
batting lineup you want. Those two guys
I
have
tend
do
to
it.
agree. Even if, in fact, if one or two batsmen get injured, it actually might solve a lot of problems. But
Yeah.
the bowling, you can't do that.
Yeah, we
But I
have
really hope
absolutely
they
no
don't play
choice.
Shardul. I hope, I don't know, Unadkat or someone makes the cut. But
They
Not-
won't. They won't debut Unadkat. I don't think they'll debut
He's-
Unadkat in this.
He's not
already
He
debuted.
debuted, right? He debuted
I
before
mean,
we were born. all
No,
these
that
years.
debuting in. I'm saying that in London. I'm sorry, in Oval, they won't play him. Not in a overseas, completely
Hey,
new
he has already
conditions.
debuted, right? In Centurion, he debuted, right? And he's
No,
played in
he's
Bangladesh
got-
also.
Yeah, he's playing
No,
in
but he
Bangladesh.
hasn't
He's
played
saying
in.
this decade.
Oh, he's not played.
He's not played in English conditions. What nonsense?
Correct,
He's
correct.
not played in
Oh,
England.
he
With-
debuted
Yeah,
in
but
US.
there is
with
something.
Kookaburra in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Shardul is not even bowling in Eden Gardens.
It's okay. He'll get Joe Root out.
He's not. I don't think they treat him as a T20
Reference
bowler.
famous tweet
Yeah.
where Lord Shardul became Bedex.
Like,
Guys, top 5.
Happened
see,
at the Oval, by the way.
we have a tendency to pick bowlers who can bat a little bit because we believe that the batsmen are going to anyway suck. So if some 6, 7, 8, 9 could bat a little bit, we'll muster 200 runs in Karnala. We're always going to, we'll give Shardul a shot possibly.
But
They're
enough
picking
about
Ashwin for that reason,
Ravichandran
no?
Ashwin.
Yeah.
Actually, for that reason.
They're picking Ashwin to bat at 7. More, what do you want?
Wait.
Yeah,
I have a question. So it's Shami, Siraj, and Unadkat who are the 3
No,
Pacers.
Unadkat, no one's
And-
saying, only you
and
saying.
Shardul. Those are the only
And-
4 pace options that.
No, Umesh. Hello.
Umesh
Umesh
Yadav. Umesh.
Yeah.
Umesh is there.
Who has also been dropped by KKR today. Umesh also has been dropped by KKR today.
I have a solid hunch he's playing. I have a solid hunch he'll play.
Umesh, yeah,
Yeah, Umesh
Dude,
is a
Umesh is
Umesh is
reasonable
very,
pick.
very
not a
blow-
bad option.
blow
Yeah.
Not a bad
hot,
option.
blow cold guy.
Umesh doesn't bowl
He'll
well
bowl
outside
the-
India. Also, there is the
Yeah.
Siraj Umesh axiom, which I've been talking about. At no point in time will both of them be bowling well. One of them bowls well, very well, and the other one won't be bowling
RCB has proof. Yeah.
How
RCB.
many matches have they bowled together?
RCB have proof for
well. I
all
didn't say
sides.
together at the same time, even different teams, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
RCB have
Especially
proof even for
through the
Shivam
IPL.
Dubey. Okay,
Last
let's
Umesh,
not bring
Umesh-
RCB.
Umesh will bowl one absolute Jaffa and then like 5 boundary balls. Some shit.
That-
He'll bowl
He'll
one
have the
Jaffa and
bowl of
5
the series.
Muzumdars. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but
Umesh
Siraj has
is
been
okay.
really great, guys. Like, he was good in the opening overs, but he would get beaten in the death overs. Now is even the
Yeah.
end. That Yorker he bowled the other day is fabulous. And again, I know I don't want Sami to get too excited with this, but last year RCB made the playoffs with Kohli and Siraj sucking absolute donkey balls.
Yeah.
Right? They were playing with 9 players and they made the playoff.
Who
So
played for them? Maxwell,
Faf.
Faf, Hazelwood, Maxwell,
Yeah.
Faf
Yeah,
was
no.
Faf played like
and-
2 players. He was playing
and
two
DK.
players there.
and DK
And DK,
played, right?
and DK, and DK.
Oh,
DK
also,
did
Patidar.
wait, Patidar hit that century
Only in
in
the
the
playoffs.
eliminator.
No, Patida
In
was
the
one
playoffs.
game, came for one game and said
Came for
hello.
one game.
Enough,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No, but seriously,
It was an
those two
eliminator.
guys were completely missing for the entire season. Like Kohli, for like so many ducks and all. Also, he himself made jokes with Nags, right?
Correct.
And they made the playoffs. So this year, with both of those guys firing, it
Yeah.
is.
Okay,
There are
Good
3
news.
guys only in the team. So yeah.
Again,
Exactly.
no Patidar,
playoff
no
prediction.
Patidar.
Rayudu and Rahane are going to take down Mohit Sharma in one of those games. Okay, nobody will see it coming. Out of nowhere, they'll go ape shit against that fellow and hit him for like 55 runs, and that'll turn the game. It's happening, guys.
Sure. Please don't edit this out.
Rayudu will be the guy.
You don't edit this out, that's all.
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
Yeah,
I'll play it again then also. Whatever happens.
Then it'll be like Kadasila biryani. Is it like fried with rice?
Kadesila, it'll be Kadesila 3D.
2 years back it was Kadasila Uttappam. This year it will be Kadasila Biryani.
Kadasila biryani.
Which
But
one? In Paradise.
yes, I feel like I have to speak for my brothers from Punjab to say, like, how shit are they that we're not even talking about them at all?
We don't know
Like,
any
yeah.
of those players, man. They've all got
Yeah.
like all Punjabi players. Very
Correct.
good local recruitment policy. Right?
No, but
How do I
come
appreciate
on, like
It is the greatest local recruitment policy, man.
Very good.
absolutely,
correct.
but
I don't
also
know a
let's,
single player.
let's speak about Arshdeep, dude, like who's been the most recent guy by Ravi Shastri to be called a 3 format player, like who like basically
The last
really
person he
well,
said
man.
that was Sky, and we saw how
No,
that turned out.
the
That
person
one
before that was Prithvi Shaw, who was a
Oh, right.
amalgamation of Lara, Sehwag, and Tendulkar. And
My
that
goodness.
fellow. Yeah, so I mean, stars are not aligning well for him, but Arshdeep, man, like, he stepped up really well. And also
he's
like, the
what,
Punjab
number
team
2?
is-
he got thrashed yesterday, I think.
Which
in that game.
happens, I think.
With
Okay,
yeah,
it
it was
was
two, it was
once
200 and
4 games, you're going to get
it was
thrashed.
240. I mean, everyone got thrashed. But
Yesterday,
you're right, he has
instead of
been
playing
bowling-
at Mogali, they shifted the game to the
Mogali.
national highway. Chalo, let us play here.
No, but even in the
Chandigarh
thrash.
la. More
Road
than
and
that.
belt. Road and belt.
By
the
the way,
most well-planned cricket pitch in the world. Okay.
by the way, even despite that thrashing, Rahul Chahar bowled what 4 overs for like 28 or 29.
Yeah.
So
No.
Who is this?
Rahul
Much
Chahar.
lesser. Rahul Chahar looks like that one Harvard grad amongst a bunch of Satyabama guys. Like it's like 17, 18, 15, and then suddenly the middle 7.2 economy. And Rahul Chahar's like, hello, I also bowled today.
Rahul Chahar has the best action to affect the Mankad, guys. His run up, he can be left arm over, right arm around, whatever you want, he can bowl. He'll run around the stumps like 3 times. Like he can easily affect a Mankad anytime. Never take chances against him.
Is over. Has Arjun Tendulkar played his last game in the IPL? Can we like agree?
He'll play
that-
now
No.
next April.
What else are their bowling options, Macha? Piyush Chawla is their best bowler. You just said he's high on the
Isn't,
MVP
uh,
list.
Isn't
Yes,
Jofra
yes.
Archer back?
Ritik
No,
Shokhi.
But Jofra Archer is bowling really badly.
Jofra
like,
Archer is
okay.
bowling completely horrible.
Yeah.
So
Ritik Shokin.
Their
There's
best
also
bowler is Piyush
Riley
Chawla, so
Meredith.
it speaks
Isn't
volumes.
there a guy?
Yeah.
No, there is
So-
another left-hander.
There's
Another
some
left-hand pacer
Berendorf.
there. Berendorf. That's it.
Kumar Kartikeya.
yeah, but who's going to open the innings, right? So getting him to bowl 2 overs at the start, I think, has been the best thing for him. That one game, Pawan, they gave him the 16th over, and that's when they lost.
Trash. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you
but
saw
otherwise-
what Lucknow did yesterday. Sorry, very random. Kyle Mayers batted for them, opened the bowling, and then got impact subbed out.
Yeah, he's been doing that since the first game.
Oh, okay. He gets impact
I-
subbed after bowling 1 over. Huh?
He bowls the first over always. So it's like
And then
some
gets- but
sentiment.
Then, I know, but it
Send-
generally doesn't get
Vibes.
impact.
Shagun
Vibes.
Towards
No,
that,
it depends
if it
on
was the
who
first
they
over,
want
you
to
can
sub out. Depends on whom. If they want to get Mishraji in, then they will do it.
I think Kyle Mayers is the most attractive offside player I'm seeing right now. Like I think some of his shots in the offside are outstanding. Really talented guy to be on the offside.
Ganguly fans will reach out to you separately to share their thoughts.
And then there'll be two people, his wife and his son or something like that.
Iman
Kalyan
Pandey is there.
All right,
It's okay.
guys,
You,
on this
you,
note,
you forward their
Why
emails
not?
to Date, so it's fine. Oh, sorry.
no. 2 hours in. Any
Yeah,
other
that's-
key topic you guys have that we have discussed that are not opinions that we want to add into this beautiful podcast?
Hey, I
Yeah.
want to tell one thing. On the insiders commentary feed, I just want to know the stuff that's being consumed, man. Like on air,
Can of
Graham's-
pain.
yeah, I mean, என்ன தெரியல. But Graham Swan turns up randomly and talks about, I think there are two random instances. One is, I think he talks about this time he was in a hospital full on painkillers and meds, and then suddenly
Can of
sees,
pain.
yeah, and suddenly sees Stephen Finn scoring a 50, and he's like, yeah, this painkiller must be really good that I'm seeing Stephen Finn score a 50. And then the second instance is suddenly he turns up and he says, oh, where is my Tata Tiago EV? Why I am selling more Tiagos than they would ever sell by doing ads. I am their biggest publicist. So give me my free Tiago EV. I'm just curious what is happening
He-
there.
No,
Swan-
Swanee has
Swan
been on
did
a
this
roll
one, right?
since it
Yeah.
was on dugout.
Nagar.
Him and Styrus, in fact, he would like abuse, he would sledge the hell out of Rajasthan. He would say, I wear pink, sponsor me. I am the biggest fan on air, on commentary. I'm doing this thing for you. Why not giving me a jersey?
They
I will
gave him
not-
a jersey this season. By
No,
the way.
oh, they did. Because
They did.
one entire season, he said, I will stop commentating if you don't give me a jersey. All that nonsense he would do, man. He was
Sanju
totally.
Paul
He,
gave
he only did this. No, this is the last strategic timeout. All you fans who are
Yeah.
waiting, make this one
Just
count.
tune in
This is the
tomorrow
last
because
one.
there are 4. Yeah.
Four.
Because there are 4 tomorrow. Yeah.
Swanee is
Basically,
awesome.
this
And
proves, this proves
no,
that
but
nobody's
that's still-
listening to all these alternative commentaries. Like there is very, very little listenership, no censorship at
Yeah.
all. Same with Tamil commentary, by the way. The commentators have
Correct.
like free reign to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They
I mean,
planned
I
a
don't
we-
think
no,
we
all
should
the
be
regional ones,
pod-
man.
we should-
The
we-
Arshdeep
we
one,
are-
if you saw, oh, dande hil gaye, uske dande hil gaye, is what he was saying when he broke the sticks.
Episode 69, Dande Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but to be fair, with the last pod on the planet, that should be like discouraging alternate commentary.
We are not discouraging.
Random
Hello.
stuff.
We are very encouraging.
No,
Yeah.
Swanee is awesome. I love.
I love Swanee. I'm a big
I
fan.
love. But also the thing is, Swanee, if I remember, was impact subbed into the dugout after Dean Jones died. He was not initially there.
Oh.
No doubt, please.
Yeah.
He
It
was
was
always
Cyrus, Lara,
Cyrus
Dean
was
Jones, and
always
all.
there, that's true. Yeah, that's
And then he came in later. He was impact sub, but he was a total hit, and that's what even in T10 they took him afterwards.
yeah.
T10 he was the voice of T10.
We have to
What
agree
is
with
T10?
Max here because Max
What
is the
is
only person
T10?
who even knows that T10 is a tournament and leave alone the fact that he's
Yeah.
following it. So
He
And
knows
he
every
knows the
tournament,
voice of T10. He doesn't even know just T. He knows the
Yeah.
voice of T10.
basically that commentary panel is called Swanee and Friends.
Yeah, because Morrison used to be the voice of T10, and then
What is
they brought
T10?
Well
Swan.
done. Well
I'm-
done,
I'm
Nitin.
legit
Only I
asking.
caught it. Well done.
T10 is the greatest tournament where Nikki P is like the Hulk Hogan of the tournament. Macha. Every
Hey,
year,
that Abu Dhabi T10.
Abu Dhabi
Oh,
T10.
Tony, first of all, you have to understand Max watches Gibraltar Premier League and all. Every Premier League there is under the sun. He has stats on his fingertips like that. He is to
Salt
the world cricket what Samir
Salt
Mohan is to
Bay.
RCB.
Assault Bay.
You can't, like, you think I wrote some intro. If you ask him how Pawan Kalyan has how many 5-4s, it's like 3 5-4s. Like, exact wickets and all he knows.
Power
He's like,
killer.
yeah.
Power star. Okay. Power play star. Become very, very boring with like two teams, like just hitting it out of the park and like too many runs and like bowlers not being respected and all of that. But enough about Sri Lanka versus Ireland. Let us talk some more about IPL.
Magical that Sri Lanka ended up winning that match. I thought there were like some
Not at all.
40,000 runs scored, and then somehow they just ended up winning. You definitely thought there were 20 wickets to take in that. 702 runs they scored, played till the fourth day nearly, and then still ended up like comfortably winning this. I think this is a great time for us to call it a day. We have had some amazing quiz questions where we don't know if the questions were right, if the answers were right, whether we had to find. There is a beautiful concept when I was in school called the open book quiz, where the teacher will ask the question, the teacher will also want to discover if the question is right with you while you all discover it in a book together. Today was one of those days. I hope you enjoyed our beautiful episode. Signing off is this wonderful panel of Nitin, Tony, Max, PJK, and Samir. Say bye, my wonderful group.
Welcome to Whose Lines Anyway.
Thanks for doing this, you guys. Great episode. See you. And this is episode 69, and it's Samir's favorite episode because he's been wanting to do this episode for the longest time.
Oh,
So-
but Murali, you
Because
didn't
he's
mention the
supporting
key.
teams that are at the bottom of the league. But yeah.
But Murali, you didn't mention the key fact. If you
Ah.
play this episode in reverse, something amazing will It'll make just as much sense as if you will play it forward. Because
If
it
you
is
play
a-
this episode in reverse, PGK's cup will keep getting fuller. as
And of course, in the show notes, we link that one tweet that Max found where the top any bowler it
From
took up
2019, which includes 2020 stat. Yeah.
Yes, it's a time
Close my
sheet.
browser, man. I don't have that anymore.
Time traveling tweet.
Time travel tweet. Yeah,
Oh god.
that's pretty much
Max-
it. folks.
Max has to browse cricket stats on incognito so that the family doesn't judge him. That's how bad this is.
Pawan Kalyan Maidens.
Okay.
Okay.
Stop.
Stop.
He has never bowled in the CCL.
Fatih Alia.